This is the America First Credit Union Thursday Night Lights, presented by R.C. Willey.
Oh, baby, are we all ready for some football? We certainly are, and we've got it for you tonight. So excited to bring you not only the first game in the state, but the first game in the entire nation since the pandemic began. A welcome respite from what we have all been going through. And tonight on Thursday Night Lights, the Davis Starks visit the Herriman Mustangs here on KJazz TV. Good evening, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Dave Fox along with Frank Dolce and Lem is on Jazz duty today. Tony will join us on the field shortly. We're social distancing. I'm up in the booth. Frank has his area down on the field. We should have been doing this for years, Frank.
Yeah, I know you've been calling for it for years, and your dream has finally come true thanks to the pandemic.
But, hey, it's great, don't you think, to just, get away from everything and think about this, and let's hope the players and everyone can stay safe so that we can continue playing. Am I right?
Absolutely, no question about it. I think we have a little bit of assistance from some other sports that have started this summer.
Right, yeah.
Club soccer has gone off without a hitch. That's a good sign. High school sports are starting now. Women's soccer is going. Men's golf is going right now. And so we're having some success. Hopefully that trend will continue with high school football.
Well, here's what we've got for you tonight. Good matchup. Davis High last year, they were the younger team. Herriman had all the veterans. This year it's flipped, and Davis, they're led by a senior quarterback, Chance Trujillo, and he's a good one.
He's excellent. Terrific size, 6'4", 195 pounds. Very efficient at the quarterback position. You can see his numbers right there. 1,520 yards, 13 touchdowns. I think he only threw a couple interceptions on the entire year. So great leadership at the quarterback position for Davis.
And for Dustin Pierce, led by really the defense. Brock Hollingsworth, he's back 33 tackles last year, and they'll be counting on him to help lead a young defensive group.
There's only one person in the state that loves defense more than Kyle Whittingham, and that is Dustin Pierce. Yeah. He's all about his defense. And Brock Hollingsworth, this is a kid who is Mr. Everything. Herriman's own Troy Polamalu. He plays safety, strong safety, nickelback, cornerback, plays on the special team. He's the all-everything, all-American at Herriman.
Well, I'm excited about this, Frank. I know you are as well. We'll check in with Tony a little bit later. We're social distancing. We're excited. We're bringing you football. It's the first game in the entire country since this whole pandemic began, and we've got it for you right now on KJazz TV.
Thursday Night Lights on KJazz is brought to you by America First Credit Union. Proud to support high school athletics and promote quality education throughout the state. Visit AmericaFirst.com to learn more. By R.C. Willey. R.C. Willey has the area's largest selection of quality home furnishing. With R.C. Willey's low price guarantee, why shop anywhere else? And by Strong Volkswagen. Go to strongvolkswagen.com.
The University of Utah is one of America's leading research universities. For us, making the world a better place is in our DNA. It's in her DNA to find ways to help with opioid addiction. It's in his to unlock new cancer treatments. It's in hers to find ways for the world to live more sustainably. It's in us to develop and provide the best patient care. The University of Utah. Research is in our DNA.
I just love your new home.
Best part, my new AMSCO windows. We upgraded to a new sound-reducing glass package.
That's why it's so quiet.
These AMSCO windows cut out more than half of outside noises. But my AMSCO windows do much more than that. They're energy efficient, and we're built strong to provide a secure environment.
So energy efficient, secure, and quiet? What more could you ask for?
How about AMSCO's lifetime warranty?
I'm sold.
Make your home a masterpiece with AMSCO windows.
You asked for it, and Strong Volkswagen is here to help with 662. Extended, but hurry, it's the final days. 6 months with no car payments, 6 years, no interest, and your maintenance, no charge for 2 years. 662. Plus, get 2019 loaded Jetta S from $12,900. $12,900. And at Strong, you get a lifetime warranty. Lifetime on new and pre-owned. No charge. At Strong Volkswagen, get details and unlock stronger pricing at strongvw.com.
Going back to school this year is more complicated than ever before.
When you're making tough decisions about your family's education, 2 News This Morning is here for you.
From the safety of our children and teachers on campus to the students and parents navigating online education, 2 News goes in depth every morning.
As school plans change, help your student adapt by having the most up-to-date information.
Health, safety, and education. Tune in to 2 News this morning as we guide you through the path forward back to school.
RC Willey, now open in Layton. Come join our grand opening celebration. RC Willey, your home, your way.
Challenging times remind us what's truly important. And at America First, what matters most is the well-being of our members, employees, and the communities we serve. We have always been a collection of people helping people. And now, more than ever, we're here to serve you and help meet your financial needs. So wherever you find...
And they have to put up in this moment right here. Chance Trujillo really took the offseason personally. Coaches said a lot about how there's a difference between being the leader of a team and owning your offense. Chance has taken that to another level. He said he wasn't afraid to hurt some feelings. He had to get directly honest if they wanted to get better. On the other side, Dustin Pierce said a lot of his guys, there's a ton of unknowns coming into this thing. He said you really never know what to trust and who to trust. He told his guys, this is your chance to make me trust you, guys.
Very nice, Tony. Thank you so much. There's Dustin Pierce. I talked to him the other day. He showed me all those masks are cool. They have those stretch masks that fit over everyone. Very nice. And Tony, in fact, he's got an America First Credit Union mask on. We'll all be wearing those when we do our Facebook Lives on that. And there's Mitch Arquette. He did not bring Mahoney with him. Tony, you'll be thrilled to know the dog did not come with him.
Well, that dog's perfectly named, right? I mean, Mahoney was the cop that was always going rogue on Police Academy, right? There you go.
Exactly. Well, that's what they named it. So. Oh, so excited to get this thing going. We hope that it will last a while. If you look in the stands, the fans are very much distanced. There is a student section, but they're all wearing masks, so that's good to see. And we are just about ready to get things going. Herriman High School, of course, last year, good team, 9-3 overall. They shared that Region 3 championship, and that was a good region. You know, it's got East in it and Bingham and those teams. And the big accomplishment last year is they beat Bingham for the first time ever. And we televised that game, and we'll see how it goes this year. All right. All right, this week's kickoff brought to you by Amsco Windows, making your home a masterpiece. Absolutely gorgeous window right there, and this goes into the end zone. So we will get to see the offense of Mitch Arquette, offensive coordinator Clay Baird, and see what the Darts have in store. Chance Trujillo, he was the quarterback last year, had over 1,500 yards passing. In the game against Herriman, they didn't throw a lot. He was 6 of 10 in that Herriman loss for 62 yards. Keep an eye on number 4, David Spute, leading receiver, and of course Spencer Ferguson, number 24 in the backfield. He will get a heavy dose of ball carries. No question about it tonight. They love to do that. So here we go, our first offensive play of the season, and Trujillo in the shotgun, and the Davis starts. Bring him out ready to go, and of course they'll go to Ferguson, and he'll plow his way forward, and a good opening carry for 7 yards. Let's take a look now at our players to watch.
Ferguson on the carry for the Darts.
And there's your guy right there, David Spute, number 4. Spencer Ferguson with a nice carry. This is a team that looks to establish the run, and of course, led by this senior offensive lineman, big number 66 at left tackle, Davis Richardson.
2nd down and 3. Trujillo again from the gun, and again Ferguson trying to get the corner, and he's got a first down. And how about that? We have our first down, a strongvw.com first down of the game.
Just a quick run off the left side. This is what Dustin Pierce expected Davis to do, is try to establish the run early. And we see on 2nd and short, you just get to the outside and try and beat your man. And that's exactly what Ferguson did. Turns it up for the first down.
So there you go. We'll take a look at the Herriman defensive players to watch right after this play. First pass of the game for Trujillo. Throws a little screen outside. And they're just going to keep using these backs. I mean, why not? They're so strong for them. It's Kate Neggett on the reception as we look at the players to watch on the Herriman defense.
One of them just on the tackle there, Deegan Bischoff, number 23, a senior linebacker. Austin McMillan, the cornerback, another senior, and Mr. Everything, number 5, Brock Hollingsworth. He's played every defensive position except the defensive line.
They actually lost a yard on that. So it'll be 2nd down and 11. Trujillo again gives off. They're going to try the right side. And they'll pick up a couple.
Strength of this Herriman defense, always right up front at the defensive line. That's a position group that Dustin Pierce is counting on heavily this year. They run a 4-3 defense, 4 defensive linemen, 3 linebackers, and then 4 defensive backs behind those guys.
All right, big opportunity here as we've got a 3rd and 8. Davis needs the 42-yard line. Trujillo's only completion so far, his only pass attempt ended up a loss, and there's a flag down. We might have an encroachment, and we will. That's going to move it up. So that makes things a little easier on 3rd down. It'll become
prior to the
3rd
snap, encroachment on the defense, number 53, 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
It's Greg Barr, a referee today.
Yeah, that's one of those first game penalties, first game jitters.
Yeah, I suspect we'll see a few of them because it is the first game. 3rd down 3. Trujillo's going to throw for this one, looking for Spute, and he throws just high. And the Darts will have to kick it away.
Number 9, Falatea on the coverage. The ball just thrown a little bit high, and you could see that defensive line, Dave and Tony, start to apply a little bit of pressure, even without bringing a pressure package. That front 4 for Herriman, very stout.
We talked a lot about Brock Hollingsworth. He also returns punts. He's back just beyond the 20-yard line, awaiting the kick of Jackson Lever, and he does just get it away. And Hollingsworth got a little bit of room, creates more room. How about this? Past midfield. Leaps over one dart and finally knocked out of bounds, but what a return. Frank, right next to you, 66 yards on the return.
Well, how about that gutsy return? Let's just take a look at this as Davis is bearing down on Hollingsworth in traffic. He takes the catch, breaks it to the outside, and how about the gang of Herriman Mustangs out in front, providing the blocking way downfield. And look at this, Herriman right in the red zone on their very first offensive series.
Boy, we talk about some new players on offense. Jack White at quarterback, getting his first experience. Nu'u Tafisi, number 24 in the backfield. And, of course, Ephraim Asiata. He will also get some carries as well as they go right into the line and move that pile for a couple, and that is Tafisi, the junior.
This group very high on the running back, Tafisi. Davis is a defensive unit known for bringing pressure. They're going to try and stuff up the line of scrimmage and force this Herriman football team out of their comfort zone, which is establishing the run.
And again, Matt Asiata is the offensive coordinator, so Frank, you would imagine, I'm sure, he loves to run the ball.
He
made a living running the ball. 2nd down and 5. Asiata, excuse me, that is Tafisi again, and Tafisi into the end zone.
Terrific start for Herriman. Watch this. As Tafisi breaks through the line of scrimmage, just not much there. And he dances his way into the end zone. 2 plays and a touchdown for the Mustangs.
Yeah, how about that? 14 yards on 2 plays. point after to finish off the drive. And, of course, this was all set up by that great punt return of 66 yards. And Caden Siddell's kick is good. How about that? Let's take another look at the drive-in auto sound touchdown. Friends, don't let friends rock stock. Absolutely. Touchdown for Tavisi. Herriman, first touchdown of the season.
RC Willey, now open in Layton. Come join our grand opening celebration. RC Willey, your home, your way.
Challenging times remind us what's truly important. And at America First, what matters most is the well-being of our members, employees, and the communities we serve. We have always been a collection of people helping people. And now, more than ever, we're here to serve you and help meet your financial needs. So wherever you find yourself, and whatever you, your family, or your business needs, we're here to help.
All right, time to take a look at our keys to the game, brought to you by America First Credit Union. Proud to support high school athletics. Stop by your local branch to discover how our team can help you get across your financial goal lines. Tony?
Upload your photos and video on time.
Well, the keys to this game here tonight, of course, when it comes to the Davis Stars, you have to be consistent up front. You can talk all you want about improving on offense, and you might even be better in that area, but this Mustang defense will exploit any mistake that you make, and that especially happens up front. But if you're the Herriman defense, you must be great tonight at finishing plays. Now, Spute is a game-changing player. He can turn a 3-yard gain into an 80-yard game-changing field-flipping play, and when looking at Herriman preparing for this game, they actually rewound the clock 5 years ago when they went up against Hayes Hadley. All the same keys, all the same stuff.
Wow.
And they were able to win a big playoff game against Fremont on that championship run.
Man, those it felt like there were Hadleys at Fremont forever.
but he's very much the same player.
No question about that.
The key was you must know where he is, and you must tackle.
All right, 1st and 10 now as Davis looks to answer. Chance Trujillo at quarterback, and Spencer Ferguson is fine running back behind him. Trujillo comes out throwing. The complete right side. Jake Ma hauls that one in. Good yardage again on first down. This will be left with a 2nd and 4.
Well, that will be a key for Trujillo, the ability to get back on his 5-step drop and deliver the ball quickly, not allowing that Herriman defensive line to apply the pressure.
Trujillo, 6'4", big kid, senior. Back to that ground attack, diving ahead, and it looks like just shy of the first down as Ferguson came up a yard short. 3rd down and 1.
Boy, the way Ferguson is running the ball right now, I would keep feeding the beast. Looks very comfortable inside and outside the tackle box.
3rd and 1. Be surprised if it went anywhere other than Ferguson, and there it is. And he's got the first down and more. Ferguson up near midfield, and he's still up. Finally brought down, but not before he gets all the way down to the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and that's a strong Volkswagen.com first down.
First down and 10 yards.
34 yards on that one, Frank.
How about that? That's just designed to be a little short gainer right there to pick up a first down. Ferguson finds the crease, and he has to wait for Matt Lovato, Herriman defensive back, to drag him down, but not after a 34-yard gain.
Here's Mitch Arquette in his 3rd season. Davis High grad, former assistant coach here. First down, Trujillo. Looking for Spute, he's open. got him inside the 10-yard line. Big pickup for the Darts, and that is a University of Utah red zone. Opportunity awaits, and all things possible at a place we call Imagine You.
Watch the adjustment on the ball right here by Spute. He has his man beat down the sideline. The ball is slightly underthrown to the outside. Spute makes the adjustment, and like a good receiver, hauls it in, makes the catch. First and goal.
28 yards on the pickup, Frank, and as you said, first and goal right inside the 10. Ferguson cuts back inside. He'll get to the 5.
Well, something that Tony talked about is the defensive line for Herriman. They're just not getting a push right now, or I should say getting pushed off the ball by Davis. As Ferguson goes around the right side, that just then he had a whole gang of space in front of him, didn't have anyone from a blue jersey nearby.
Second down, 6-yard line. Second and goal, same formation. Boy, Spute got so open on that last play. A little pitch to Spute. He'll try the right side, and Spute dives. He's hit in the air. He's going to be just shy of the end zone. About the 2-yard line is where they'll give him.
Team Payne with the carry for the Darts. Short gain on the play.
By the way, if you take a look at this quarterback's dream right here, that's considered a pass, a forward pass to Spute. So a few more yards there for Trujillo as Davis marches down toward the end zone, trying to answer.
Third and goal from the 2. Trujillo fakes, and he throws it to the end zone, wide open, and it's caught. How about that? What an answer as Ethan Healy hauls it in.
Ethan Healy with the touchdown reception for the Darts.
Nifty footwork right here by Chance Trujillo. Watch him avoid the rush and then find his man wide open. Obviously a blown coverage by the Mustangs, and the Darts able to punch one into the end zone.
7 plays, 80 yards, 2-yard touchdown pass, and the drive-in auto sound touchdown. Don't let friends drive stock. Check out drive-in auto sound. They're awesome out there, by the way. Point after is good. We are deadlocked. Got a good one going already. First game of the nation going on tonight. And a slugfest between the Darts and the Mustangs.
Not impressed with your factory audio system? Drive-In Audio Sound is your full-service one-stop shop for the best in mobile audio and video. We carry products from basic radios up to 24,000-watt amplifiers. Our audio and video installation are 100% guaranteed in almost anything that has wheels. Whatever your audio and video needs, we offer a free guaranteed estimate, so you know all costs up front.
Hi, I'm Jen, owner of Drive-In Audio Sound, where we guarantee our installs for life.
The best universities in the nation discover breakthroughs through relentless research. They create new technologies, develop cures, and produce leaders. That's why the Association of American Universities, 65 of the nation's leading research universities, added the University of Utah to its ranks. What do the best universities do? They give you an education that transforms people's lives, mine included.
Thursday Night Lights is great. It's awesome for them to be on television, to tell their friends, and tell their grandparents, their neighbors, hey, if you can't make it to the game, which many of you won't because of the restrictions, you can turn on KJazz and watch the game.
Is the dog coming?
No, we're leaving Mahoney at home.
All right, Coach.
Famous Mahoney. Last year he invaded the game. Not this year. Tony, you were there when they were cleaning it up.
I was there from the very early parts of that all the way to the cleanup. That was something else, man.
They'll never live that down.
The most bizarre part of that was you could see well before that dog took over the game that it was kind of unattended, running around. It dipped into the end zone several times. And then Mahoney was not to be held back, man.
And by the way, Coach Arquette was not happy about that.
Well, and if you remember, and I've always tried to be fair to him about this, it killed some momentum that they had. They just had a big offensive play. It was a low-scoring game, and it shut the game down.
for more reasons than just the dog running around.
Oh, it was incredible.
You guys watching this? You see, as the players come off the field, everyone gets sprayed with a little hand sanitizer.
Oh, yeah. They got to be very careful. By the way, Ferguson on that last drive, 2 carries, and he was killing it. 14 yards in the touchdown. All right, here we go. Trouble in the backfield. Sack for the Darts. All the way back inside the 10-yard line.
Well, that's Jack White's first pass attempt, and that doesn't do anything. Tries a little bit of a play-action rollout, not able to sneak underneath the pressure by Davis. That was Charlie Gardner, number 19, and this is a big quarterback in Jack White. It lists him as 6 feet, 210 pounds, Dave, but
I think that's generous.
I think that is, yeah. I think that is generous. Well said.
Second down and 20. And White may be looking to throw this time, and he is. White looking, and White's going to take off. Throws it downfield. This one's kind of thrown up for grabs. Jockeying for position, and they can't haul it in. There's a little pushing and shoving down there. Take a look at the players to watch.
There we go, the quarterback, Jack White. That was a good pass. His man, Ian Payne, probably should have found a way to get underneath that one. New Tafisi, the new running back, he's very good. And how about Ephraim Asiata? That's Matt's boy, 6'2", 205-pound freshman. He's playing tight end, and he's a specimen. That guy looks really good. In fact, in talking to Dustin Pierce earlier this week, said that don't be surprised to see Ephraim Asiata on the defensive side of the ball at some point. If he can steal him away from Matt.
All right, big one here. They've got a 3rd down and 19. They'll try to just see if they can get some back on the ground, and they will get a little bit, maybe 6-7 yards, but they're going to end up with a 4th and 12, so not even back to the original line of scrimmage in that defense of Mitch Arquette. Coached, by the way, by Colby Buckwald, former BYU linebacker, played in the NFL with a couple of teams as well. And his defense is stout.
Well, it's a pressure package. Davis likes to put an opposing team under duress, and they did on that very first pass play. And Jack White could never get on track.
High snap. Spute's going to let it bounce in front of him, and it will go out of bounds. So the Darts will take over in a tie ball game. That's 43 yards. That's a 39-yard kick for Herriman, the Mustangs, Dax McPeak. Hey, time to take a, Alema loves this because, he's the A game 59-40, but the Diamond Rental Eye in the Sky, there it is. Check it out. Remember, if you're working on a home project addressing damage after a natural disaster or taking a big contract, you need the right equipment to get the job done. You got to check out Diamond Rental. That's Jen up there. And Jen, the sun will be down soon. Won't be quite as hot.
Wait, look, she's gone sleeveless up there. She's working her tan.
That thing's all the way
go,
up,
Jen.
Too.
Oh yeah, the guns.
Tony, there's no
sun's out, guns out.
I know this was used somewhere. We'll get back to you on the history of this one. First down for the Darts and Chance Trujillo. They've looked pretty good in this offense, primarily because of this kid and Spencer Ferguson. Boy, he is just a load. 6'2", nearly 200 pounds senior, and he has been carrying the bulk of the offense in this game so far.
Well, it's been the foundation. This is a team in Davis that threw the ball probably 70% of the time last year. But look, the way that Ferguson is running the football, if you can create that foundation and take a little pressure off your quarterback in the passing game, why not?
He's got 7 carries, 58 yards. How about that's an 8-yard per carry average. Quick screen to the outside. Spute's got it. Tries to find some room.
Well, and you mentioned Ferguson. That was a guy that had picked up good quality yards. I mean, his carries were in the teens, and he was over the century mark, I think 4 games in a row or 3 out of the 4 before he was out for the rest of the year. And that was a big reason why this offense sputtered. But the other part about this team dropping those last 4, the defense didn't do them a lot of favors either. So they weren't off the hook. So I think Coach Arquette and company have to be very pleased with that last drive and then the stop and now good field position to try and get that merry-go-round going where that confidence can start to build.
Well, he wants to talk about this one, Tony. He just took a timeout. Point taken. And he definitely wants to keep the team on the field right now because this game's gone back and forth in the first couple of drives. Good to be back on the air. It's been just a crazy, what are we at, 6 months or whatnot?
Oh, it has been.
And it's exciting to see football back out there. And the hope is we can continue as long as possible. Tomorrow we'll be out at Corner Canyon as they'll host Farmington. We were going to be at Weber at Herriman, and they ended up Bingham, excuse me, and they ended up not doing that game because of a couple players testing positive. They're actually quarantined and doing okay, but the principals got together and said, hey, you know, it's an exhibition game. We won't worry too much about it.
Yeah, that's the right thing to do.
Hey, our upcoming schedule brought to you by McGee's Awards and Engravings. In these challenging times, it's time to recognize, show them it matters. And there you go, Corner Canyon tomorrow. Next week, Timpview at American Fork. They are the 2 runner-ups from last year. Timpview in 5A, American Fork in 6A, and the next Friday, Syracuse at Farmington. How about that? Farmington gets on 2 weeks in a row because we had to adjust tomorrow's game.
Yeah.
So they're loving that. And Daniel Coates, head coach, he's done a great job. Daniel, send me your depth chart. Okay.
Yeah, well, he has done a great job. And send us your depth chart.
Yeah.
Remember the first year we went up there and called a game at Farmington? Boy, they just seemed they couldn't get out of their own way.
Yeah.
And he has turned that program right around.
The next year, they completely turned it around.
Yep.
Darts are 2 for 3 on 3rd downs. They need 7 yards here. Trujillo going to pitch it outside to Ferguson. Ferguson's got some room, and he's got the first down. And how about that? That is another strongvolkswagen.com first down.
I don't know, Tony, what it looks like to you, but it looks like on the defensive side right now, Herriman is just kind of a half a step behind, trying to catch up to what Davis is doing on the offensive side.
Yeah, it looks like there's a little too much thinking going on out there, right? The stress that happens with Spute is very real. You got to know where he's at. Got to make sure to read exactly what it is that you had to do, but you also have to worry about some other guys out there too. And so there's some inexperience for some key positions out there. You'd love to just kind of react and feel like you're natural, but you get this game and you have to react to what the other team's doing. You can tell that inexperience is causing that step slow, but I think that's coming from the issue of mentally processing the game.
A little youth, a little inexperience, and a little too much thinking up top is probably when you can start to read and react.
Right.
That's when things will start to click. We'll see how this evolves for this Herriman defense. Certainly a talented group.
At the high school level, and then I know obviously at the college level too, how long did you feel like it took you to the point that you could just read and react all the time, where the game was not necessarily second nature, but you felt very comfortable in what you were doing?
That, you know, that's an excellent question, and I would say that you're probably 2 or 3 games into a season. Even as you start to mature in the game a little bit, it still takes time to get to that point, to get to game speed. So these guys have certainly been well prepared by each of these coaching staffs, but it takes a minute before you can just let the game come to you.
You know what else takes a minute? Fix the clock. We got a little bit of a clock issue.
Oh, man.
Tony, run over there and shimmy up and smack that thing. The play clock appears to be in the game clock.
I think they have a new clock operator, too. You know, it takes a few games, right, guys?
Let me show you one other quick thing here. Take a look at the sidelines. They're only allowing 50 players. I want to show you the sideline and the stands. And you see how the players go all the way down beyond that 30-yard line? They've extended that on both sides. You'll see on the other end there's more. And then look at the stands. The fans of the groups are families. And, you know, they're supposed to be wearing masks. And so they're doing a good job of trying to keep everything safe, if you will, as best they possibly can and still be able to play football. All right. Looks like they're going to play, or they're going to try to play without the clock. So the official will most likely keep those. We're right next to the clock operator, and they're trying to figure out
what's going on in there. Well, they said that the
wait, they have a hammer now.
Time would be kept on the field.
Yeah, so 3:46 is the time in the first quarter. So,
all right. Tony, you're the clock. Keep track of everything.
3:46 left in the first quarter.
There it is.
3:46 left.
Better than a wardrobe malfunction.
But back to this inexperience thing we've talked about, the thing that makes Dustin Pierce and the staff so incredibly tough, and it's actually been a part of the culture here at Herriman from the very beginning, is they've never given their guys an out.
Yep.
They can't do it. They won't do it, even though deep down they understand.
First down now for the Darts. Trujillo fires, complete, close to another first down, and it looks like they are indeed going to move the chain. So they just keep on chewing up yards. Jake Maw with his second reception of the game.
That's a heads-up play by Trujillo. He was getting pressure even on that short three-step drop, a quick slant to the outside, completed for the first down, but he got pressure up front. I'm curious to see, maybe this Herriman defense is going to figure something out on the defensive line to create some of that pressure up front, which they haven't been able to do so far.
Trujillo, 6 straight completions, and he gives off to Ferguson. Good yardage again. Ferguson just chewing up the yardage. You remember last year in this game, by the way, Davis led 10-0 going into the fourth quarter and ended up losing it. But you would think with the experience that this team has, that they have learned from things like that. We're a long way from the fourth quarter.
2:55 and running, by the way.
Thank you. Second down. Trujillo again looking, throwing it out in the flat, and yet another completion for Trujillo. You know, David Spute is such a reliable target, and the senior hauls in another one.
There's a flag back in the offensive backfield. Yep. Right near Trujillo. I wonder if late hit or something. Roughing the passer, maybe.
Illegal participation?
Well, there's 3 options.
No, maybe it was rough.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Number 45 of the defense. Half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
Wow, you know what that does right off the bat? That moves him into the University of Utah red zone. All things possible at Imagine U.
So 2:30 is now, and now the clock running on the ready for play because Spute was tackled in bounds.
It looks like they've got 2:30 on the game clock, but it's now it's running. Okay, I think it's fixed. Tony, you're off the hook. But nicely done. Trujillo wants the end zone. Throws it up to the corner. It's caught. Another touchdown for the Darts. Ty Hoagland.
Well, we had the game last year when Davis was at Roy. And you could see they had turned a huge corner last season, and they looked like a really good football team. Defense was excellent. You know, the offense was executing with precision. They were playing with supreme confidence, and that's what this team looks like here so far tonight. That team we saw at Roy a year ago.
That looked too easy. I think that was number 6. Dave going into the end zone there. Owen Murdoch.
Owen Murdoch. Okay, yeah, I gave Hoagland number 8 credit.
Yeah. I thought it was 8.
But his mother will be happy with me.
Absolutely.
Point after is good. 7 plays, 57 yards, 11-yard TD catch by Owen Murdoch. And how about that? Let's take another look at the drive-in audio sound touchdown. Hey, friends don't let friends rock stock. Drive-in audio sound. Great catch right in the corner, and indeed was number 6, Owen Murdoch.
Well, they badly needed this. They badly needed this after what happened last year. Yeah. To have your first quarter go like this with 2 excellent drives. You know, the way Trujillo's throwing the ball. Murdoch earlier in that drive knew he was going to take a big hit, held on. These are winning plays. And they're not getting penalties. They're not making mistakes. This is a great sign of maturity in turning things around after what happened a year ago.
Well, I think that is one of the keys so far, is that the maturity of the Davis team, senior-led football team against a Herriman football team that is only returning 3 starters on the defensive side.
Yeah, and how about Trujillo, guys? 9 of 10 for 73 yards, 2 touchdowns. Last year, I mentioned that in this game, he only completed 6 of 10 for the whole game and 62 yards. He's passed that in just the first quarter.
I remember a couple of years ago, Michigan State had a bad year, and then they were bringing back so many players. And the narrative was, well, they've got all this experience, they're going to be great. That's not a guarantee. You've got to go play. You've got to actually show the growth. And so that Michigan State team, if I remember right, ended up like 7-6 or something.
Oh,
like
you
that.
remember right.
Yeah.
Any chance you have to rip on Michigan State.
I'm just saying.
You big Wolverine honk.
But the point is, you have to actually
like
go
that,
do it.
Yeah, that's exactly what that was. That was an elongated story to pump up his Wolverine.
A shot at State, yeah.
He saw a shot there and he took it.
They almost did lose to Rutgers at the last game of that year. I'm just saying.
Oh my goodness. Herriman tries to establish the run there on first down. Only gains a yard with the terrific running back Tafisi. They need to get something going on this offensive series as they've gone down 14-7 here in the first quarter.
That gained barely a yard. 2nd and 9. Jack White. White, quick pass, almost intercepted off the tip. Ooh, those are dangerous. It'll bring up 3rd and long, guys.
So you go ahead.
The quick play action and sneak Payne over the middle. Payne running in traffic only decided to put one arm. Maybe made a business decision there. Put one arm up to try and catch that.
Probably a good
that
call.
ball. That's right.
Well, you can see the difference between the two sides here. White and Payne have just barely disconnected on a couple of plays. And then you've seen Trujillo spot on with Spute and Murdoch.
Well, and Tony,
even in tight throws.
White hasn't completed a pass yet, and he's been sacked once. So it's been a little tougher going, no doubt about it. Here comes pressure again, and White gets out of one tackle, but he's done. Another sack for the Darts.
Well, and that is disappointing for Herriman. That is supposed to be a strength of this offensive side, is the unit up front, the offensive line. As we'll watch right here, it's almost immediate that White finds himself under pressure. Now, he did tuck the ball and start to run. This is his first start. He may have to figure out a way to settle in the offensive side and stay behind his line of scrimmage, but passing game certainly not quite there yet for Herriman.
Dax McPeak near his goal line. David Spute just shy of the 40. He'll come up to get this one at midfield. Spute puts on a couple of moves. Not much room there. And the Darts already leading 14-7 will come out with the football at the 47.
And a short field for the Darts once again. They did take 180 yards for the first touchdown, but scored on a short field on their most recent touchdown. Now they're working on a short field again.
And that was a 33-yard punt. So it is toasty, guys. You can see right there just how hot it is. It was close to 100 degrees when we got out here around 4:30, 5 o'clock. It'll start to cool off. But, that's football in August in Utah. We go through this every year. Shade, though, starting to work its way out onto the field. And it appears that Tony and Frank are covered by the shade, and that's good news because they'll last a little longer. There's air conditioning in the truck, so they're fine. Joe, I hope you guys are social distancing in there, got your masks on and playing it safe. Trujillo back to pass, and Trujillo's in trouble. And a sack for the Mustangs.
That is exactly what Herriman needed, and a little bit more of a longer developing play here. As Davis is trying to get the ball downfield, just too much time for this defensive line and defensive front for Herriman to close the pocket and finally get some pressure on the quarterback, and that should run us out of the first quarter.
There it is. Wow, what a quarter it has been. The Darts take a 14-7 lead early on behind the senior quarterback leadership of Trance Trujillo. We got a good one. First game of the season. Just about anywhere. And it's right here on KJazz TV.
You asked for it, and Strong Volkswagen is here to help with 662. Extended, but hurry, it's the final days. 6 months with no car payments, 6 years, no interest, and your maintenance, no charge for 2 years. 662. Plus, get 2019 loaded Jetta S from $12,900. $12,900. And at Strong, you get a lifetime warranty. Lifetime on new and pre-owned. No charge. At Strong Volkswagen, get details and unlock stronger pricing at strongvw.com.
We all have needs, hopes, and dreams. Things to do, places to go, and a life to live. And whatever goals you have, America First is here to help you achieve them. We're here to provide the financial tools and services you need to take care of your family, your home, or your business. We're here to help you keep moving forward. Whatever you need for what matters most, we're here to help. America First, federally insured by NCUA.
RC Willey is now open in Layton. During our grand opening celebration, you'll find incredible savings in all Utah stores. Take advantage of Utah's best prices on furniture, mattresses, appliances, electronics, and flooring. Get this Lazy Boy recliner for just $5.99 and get a second recliner free. Choose one of these dining sets, now just $3.99. This Beauty Rest Queen mattress is $4.49. Visit the store nearest you and enter to win over $55,000 in prizes during our grand opening celebration. RC Willey.
Check it out. They're all wearing masks. I love it. RC Willey would like to recognize a standout member of the Herriman community. Here to receive the RC Willey Extra Mile Award is Brett Wood. In behalf of Wendy Thomas, Assistant Herriman City Manager, Wendy readily sacrificed her time, skills, and efforts to ensure that Herriman High's graduating class of 2020 were given the recognition they deserve and so much more. Thank you, Wendy, for everything you do. And congratulations on being the recipient of the RC Willey Going the Extra Mile Award. RC Willey, your home, your way. And I love that RC Willey is one of our partners recognizing a standout member of our community. Really a great thing that they do out there. And good to see them all the cheerleaders and everybody with their masks on and taking care of themselves and playing it safe. On to the second quarter we go with Davis leading 14-7 with the ball behind senior quarterback Chance Trujillo. He's a good one, and he's played well in this game. Screen pass outside. Murdoch's got it. And Murdoch fights near the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be about a yard shy. I'll bring up 3rd and 11.
So finally, Herriman is able to put the darts into a difficult 3rd down situation. This is exactly where you want the offensive unit to be. We'll see how Herriman is able to manage it, but you can never count out this combination of Trujillo and Spoot.
Big 3rd down, 3 for 4 on 3rd down conversions. Trujillo, plenty of time, fires. He's looking for Spoot again. Just overshot him. That would have been an easy 1st down and probably into the red zone. There appears to be a flag down, though, on the far side of the field, Tony, about where he broke for his route.
Yeah, curious to see what they have here. This is a discussion with the Herriman coaching staff. They're going to decline, so this is against Davis.
Ineligible man downfield, number 4 of the offense. The penalty is declined. 4th down.
So Spoot is the illegal man downfield. I'd have to check on the formation to see exactly why. But he must have been too many on the line or something.
Let's take a look.
Yep. Covered up by the outside receiver.
Well, then Brock Hollingsworth with an opportunity. Ooh, that was almost blocked.
Whoa.
They're going to let this one bounce, though, and it'll bounce around inside the 15 and down at about the 13-yard line, which is where Herriman will take over. It's just 14-7, but the Mustangs need to get something going. Hey, the Utah High School Activity Association is looking for high school officials. Get paid while you keep the game safe and fair.
How about that?
Visit highschoolofficials.com. Highschoolofficials.com and sign up today.
You know, that was the first series. I'm sorry, Tony. That was the first series that Ferguson wasn't established as the main weapon for Davis.
Yeah. They were looking elsewhere there. But, yeah, they had good field position, a chance to go up 2 scores, didn't capitalize. And if you're Herriman, can you go back to lining up and winning up front? Because I'll tell you what, with the way this offense operates, you get behind the sticks or you get 3rd and long.
Yeah, it's
a nightmare.
No good. That's a terrific tackle right there by Stilson, number 44, 6'4", 195-pound senior. He just stuck his nose right in the gut of Tafisi, brought him down. No gain on the play.
2nd and 10. Tafisi in the backfield. And he'll take the pitch. And Tafisi looking for some room, dragging a few tacklers, but just not much there, guys, at all. He gets maybe a yard on that right side.
And you know what is happening right now is Davis is starting to sneak up toward the line of scrimmage. They are not threatened by the Herriman passing game at all, so they're putting a bunch of people near the line to stop the run.
Well, and on 3rd down, earlier in this situation, Davis has been bringing pressure, make Jack White bring his eyes down, and then it's led to a good defensive play. Where you got to be ready if you're Davis is if it's too free a run to the quarterback, it could be a screen.
Guys, Herriman has 10 yards total of offense right now. They need 9 right here. Jack White back to pass, and White, this will be his 3rd sack tonight.
I saw that play develop. I think White is just a little hesitant to pull the trigger right now. It's one of those things, you know, it's kind of difficult. Right there, he should have thrown the ball. He had a man in the flat. He just wasn't willing to pull the trigger. He doesn't want to put his offense in a bad situation, but that's one of those things you have to get over as a new quarterback, is get rid of the football when you have a man open. He just wasn't able to do it right then.
David Spute standing near midfield again. They got very close to that kick, and Spute's got it at the 45. And Spute, good return. Spute all the way inside the 20, finally dragged down at the 5-yard line. What a return for David Spute.
Well, if you're going to kick at him, you better budget one of these going back. I'm fine if you want to say, hey, we're going to kick right at this guy, and we're going to do it. They used to do this with Devin Hester. They used to do this with other great return men, or pitch to Barry Bonds in those years. But
Steve
at the end of the day,
for the Utah Utes, 51, don't kick to that guy.
That's a 51-yard return. Why did we now have to mention the Bears?
It's just the greatest return man in the history of the game.
When do we get the Cubs in?
The Bears.
Right. Well, now I guess Desmond Howard played for Michigan. Charles Woodson played for the. But yeah, Super Bowl MVP Desmond Howard.
Yes.
But,
tell you what, I wouldn't kick dispute.
But it's like, it's like pitching to Bonds when he was launching home runs, and I'm not a Giants fan. I'm just saying, like, if you're going to pitch to him, you better budget one of them going over the wall. And
now here they are knocking at the door. They just got back 5 yards. But Tony, the point is well taken. You got to account for it.
Don't worry, there'll be a Cubs reference later.
I'm sure there will.
I'll tell you what, at this point, coverage not getting downfield, I'm kicking that sucker toward the sideline. I'm not going to let Spute make a 50-yard return.
Trujillo, Ferguson, trying the left side. Ferguson cuts it back, and he's into the end zone.
Touchdown, Davis.
Boy, this is a Davis offense just humming right now.
Boy, is it ever.
And as good as Spute is, as good as Trujillo is, I'm with you on this one, Frank. This offense needs to go through 24.
Yeah, absolutely. The way he's running the football, and they weren't able to establish the run on the last series, and they were forced to punt. And I'm telling you, every time that number 24 has been the focal point, this is an offense that has moved downfield and into scoring position.
Point after is good. Let's take another look at the drive-in audio sound touchdown. Friends don't let friends rock stock. Check out drive-in audio sound. Love those guys. One play, 10 yards, and the Darts go up 21-7.
One of the defining characteristics of a credit union is a strong sense of community. At America First, we strive to strengthen our communities in a variety of ways, such as recognizing some of the amazing young people involved in high school athletic programs. Each year, we award America First scholarships to student athletes who maintain excellent grades and who demonstrate leadership on their teams and in their classrooms. We focus on athletes because of the positive impact they can have on those around them.
It's just great to give back to the community. Volunteer like at the food bank, blood drives, homeless shelters, makes you a better person.
I want to be remembered as someone who gave back to my community.
America First Credit Union is committed to giving back to the communities we serve. I am proud to be part of an organization that has the desire to help these wonderful student athletes to achieve their goals and realize their dreams.
Boy, it's so fun to see high school football back, and these two teams are energized. They're all, everybody on the sideline wearing masks. Fans are wearing masks. Tony or Frank, I think you pointed out, every time the players leave the field, they spray them with, I assume, some kind of a hand sanitizer.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're doing what they can. So now it's just, you just got to see how it all works out. On the field, it's all Davis. 149 yards of total offense, guys, for the Darts. Herriman, 7.
Wow. Well, and then you start to feel, if you're Herriman, like really your best punch in this game was somewhat of a gift from your opponent with bad punt coverage, right?
Yep. If you're Herriman at this point, you're just going to have to, one play at a time, one step at a time, one little victory at a time, and try and work yourself back into this without it getting too far out of hand. Another kick through the end zone.
They're almost out of the end zone.
Yeah.
Hey, America First, Utah's #1 credit union, is proud to support high school athletics and promote quality education throughout the state. Visit AmericaFirst.com to learn more.
Boy, is this a fragile drive.
Well, Herriman's, they need to get a couple things established on the offensive side. They have a good offensive line. I mean, I think they have good foundation up front, but maybe a little more success in the run game, but more importantly, the quarterback position needs to get some comfort here pretty quickly.
Jack White brings him back out, the junior quarterback, his first year playing. Gonna go deep down that left side. Oh, midfield, should have been caught, but they could not haul it in. That's a tough one there.
Twice he's thrown a nice ball.
Yeah,
McPeak.
That could have been, Tony, the thing to change the confidence level of the quarterback as he finds Dern downfield. Just a little underthrown, but that is a ball that needs to be caught. No question about it.
Had one earlier with Ian Payne that they just weren't able to connect on when he had a step. So that deep shot has been there a couple times.
Excuse me, that was McPeak, not Dern on the play.
White now 0 for 3, and he's been sacked 3 times. And oh my word, almost picked off. I mean, the big hand got out there of Mason Kilgore, but he avoided disaster there.
He did. Now that's a little bit on the quarterback throwing into that, but that's on the receiver too. Now the receiver's going to have to find himself in a little bit better zone. He's taking that inside. He curled his route inside into the coverage, and that makes it difficult on your quarterback as he's trying to make a play there. So this is exactly where Herriman did not want to be again, Tony. 3rd and long.
They've been bringing like 7 every time it's in this situation.
0 for 3 on 3rd downs. They need 10 yards. White, pressure coming, and White sacked for a 4th time. Are they going to let him get rid of that? Oh, there it is. Yeah, potential grounding.
Yeah, great communication by the officials to discuss whether or not the ball got to the line of scrimmage.
You'll see the pressure coming from the right edge right here. That's just a weak side, short side blitz. They only rushed the 4 defensive line, and then they brought the extra linebacker to create the pressure unblocked.
Intentional grounding.
On
number
White.
12 of the offense. 5-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Kind of lost it down. 4th down.
Now, how do you manage this? Because Spute has been a terror returning the punt.
Oh, yeah. And this is, going back to that baseball analogy, this is multiple runners on base, 3-1 count.
Yeah, who's playing?
He knows he's getting a fastball.
Who's playing, Tony?
Reggie Jackson's at the plate here. Yeah, this is David Ortiz. Righty on lefty, and he is waiting.
Remember the Welch-Jackson battle? That's exactly how I'd punt it. Just like that.
Perfect play of the game. Keep it out of Spute's hands. That's what they're trying to do. Hey, shop the expanded clearance outlet inside R.C. Willey for closeouts, one-of-a-kind, discontinued items, and quality new furniture. Just remember, clearance deals change daily at R.C. Willey.
Are you surprised sometimes with the pressure that has been brought by the Davis defense that the Herriman offense hasn't used more of the screen game?
Well, I mean, there's certainly ways to combat the pressure. And I think the interesting thing is that Coach Pierce and this Herriman offensive unit is well aware that Davis likes to play a pressure defense. So we'll have to see how they make that adjustment. The adjustments are going to be critical.
Trujillo, screen pass outside low, but it is caught. Spute is so much fun to watch. Kind of, he reminds me a little bit of Britton Covey. I mean, he gets the ball. He just, I mean, he's probably just a little bit, about the same size.
About the same size.
Yeah,
I was going to say 5'9", 170.
But just like him, just quick, tough to bring down.
Yep.
Well, and it's, people forget that Britton Covey was a receiver at first when playing there at Timpview, and he was
quarterback.
A young player that was an X factor on that championship team.
Well, that championship, it was basically hike it to Britton.
I'm talking when he was younger and they won a title.
I know.
Yeah.
But as he went on.
But Jake Lloyd was the quarterback of that team. They had Dax Raymond at receiver. But you had some real stars on that team, and Britton was just
prior to the snap, encroachment on the defense, number 44. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
So in that semifinal and then in that championship game, he made clutch play after clutch play as a receiver. So then when he had the ball in his hands every play, it was even more disastrous for everybody else.
That is 44, by the way, on the defensive side. Ephraim Asiata. Yep. I told you he was going to.
He worked his way in. He's learned a lot from his dad.
Yeah.
Second down. Oh, boy. Ball dropped out in the flat. That would have been a first down easily. Jake Maw can't hold on to it.
Okay. Matt Asiata back then. I'm trying to think of all the running backs. Maybe Stanley Havili, Fahutahi. I'm probably forgetting somebody off top, but that had that size, speed, agility, just kind of that full package, the way that Matt Asiata did. In high school, because he would destroy people. But yet also had the speed.
There wasn't really an answer for that guy. No.
And people forget Downey Vakapuna, who you called games
for sure.
Calls. He was a part of that team.
Spute. Davis is 3 for 5 on third downs. Can he get another one? He's about a yard shy, but he is quick. Frank, you and I had a little fun watching Asiata play for the Stallions.
How about full speed ahead? And you know what? Matt Asiata is in the record books for the Stallions. He scored the very first touchdown in Stallions history, which was a very short history.
It didn't last very long. But, boy, you know what? He was such a fun guy, even through what everybody was going through in that league.
Oh, man, he was terrific. He is terrific. I hope he has a lot of success here as the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, absolutely. So they did give him another strong VW.com first down. And Spencer Ferguson nowhere to go.
On his tackle. That was Ephraim Asiata making first contact. And that's what you need to do with Ferguson. You just can't let him get going past the line of scrimmage. If you can hit him, slow him down near the line of scrimmage like they just did. Drop him for a loss. That's exactly how you manage that running game.
Ephraim Asiata, just 6'2", 205, just a freshman.
He's a freshman.
I mean, that's, you see freshmen come in and occasionally play a little running back and that, but when you can hit like this and you're just a freshman, oh boy.
That is something else.
Second long, Ferguson tries that left side, and Ferguson, good yardage inside the 30. It'll bring up a third and short.
Lalani, or rather Afakula, is off on the sideline being worked on with a shoulder. I'll keep you up to date on that.
That may be the reason why we're seeing a little bit of Asiata on the defensive side with Kula off to the sideline.
Matt did a nice job making a living in the NFL, especially at Minnesota.
Oh, didn't he?
Man, he was something.
He is.
And they loved him.
Looks like he can still play a few downs, doesn't he?
3rd and 5. Trujillo. They're going to get it out in the flat to Ferguson. Ferguson with a head of steam will not get the first down. That's a big stop, guys, for this Herriman team. They needed that.
That is a swarming defensive effort right there. Maybe a little confidence on the defensive side as they were able to make that stop, force the 4th down. But it looks like Davis will keep their offense on the field right here. A little bit of a chess match as Trujillo jogs back into the huddle.
Good spot, though, to leave it on the field down here.
Yeah, and with this, the way that Davis has been playing offensively and defensively, why not take a chance here?
Yeah, and if there's anything you don't like, by the way, here at the line of scrimmage, use the timeout.
Yeah.
It's first half, you still have 3.
4th and 4.
Man-to-man defense for Herriman.
Trying to get it out in the flat again, and that's not going to work. Well, this time Murdoch is upended.
A terrific play by Falatea. And I'll tell you what, Falatea has been torched a little bit tonight with touchdown passes over his head. So that's nice to see number 9, just a sophomore, make a play right there, and a big play for the Mustangs. We'll see him right here as he makes the read, shakes off the blocker, and great contact on Murdoch, taking him down.
Really still a good call for Davis. Not a lot lost here, all the way down at the 30-yard line. And their defense has been playing so well as it comes right out on first down. And again, just nowhere to go for Tafisi.
It's super difficult because there's no threat of a passing game for Herriman right now, and Davis is just feasting on that. As we watch these guys line up, a bunch of people right around the line of scrimmage, the front 7, and then they'll sneak a safety in there. You get 8, 9 people within 10 yards of the football.
2nd down.
Nowhere to go.
In the backfield. Nowhere to go.
Yeah. That's exactly what we're talking about. And Tony, until Herriman devises a way to loosen up that defense, they're just going to be right at the line of scrimmage all night.
Yeah, and this is a great challenge and a great test, and also a great opportunity for Jack White to stay confident, to stay poised and smart, even when things aren't going like this. He's had a couple nice throws that have not been able to be connected to with receivers. But other than that, it has been a bad night so far for this passing game. If he can stay to where he's trusting what he's seeing and believing in what he's doing and making the right decision, he can put some money in the bank.
Herriman 0 for 4 on 4th down. So they're going to try to set up a screen. They've got a little bit of room this time, but it runs out quickly.
Tafisi, he just went the wrong way. he had a good block up front. Zach Worthington, the big offensive guard out front, providing the block, and Tafisi just went the wrong direction. And Herriman's asking the coach to go for it. They want to stay on the field.
Okay.
Down and 3 for the Mustangs on the 38-yard line.
We'll see what they do. 4th and short, and here comes a punting. Yeah, it's still a little early for that.
Yeah, I don't think at 21-7 it's time to start panicking yet. You do need to get something going.
No. Yeah.
Well,
just kick it as far away from that guy as you can. Kick it into the cheap seats. Oh, that's a good one. That's excellent.
That is a great kick. That's exactly what you want to do. Bounces at the 23-yard line, and that's where Davis will take over. 3.5 to play here in the first half. 39-yard punt. The Darts will be coming back on the field, leading 21-7.
They're slow, and there's insurance companies slow. Good thing for you, we know a few things about dealing with insurance companies, so you don't have to. After you're hurt, never go it alone. Call Siegfried and Jensen today.
You asked for it, and Strong Volkswagen is here to help with 662. Extended, but hurry, it's the final days. 6 months with no car payments, 6 years, no interest, and your maintenance, no charge for 2 years. 662. Plus, get 2019 loaded Jetta S from $12,900. $12,900. And at Strong, you get a lifetime warranty. Lifetime on new and pre-owned. No charge. At Strong Volkswagen. Get details and unlock stronger pricing at strongvw.com.
Hey, Frank, get this coming up at halftime.
Yes.
We're going to have the latest from Channel 2 News. And the Tony Parks Show is back.
I can't wait.
Every game, Tony will introduce this week's Scholar Athlete. He does it by way of Zoom because that's kind of what we do nowadays. We'll also have all the first half highlights and stats. The Tony Parks Show.
Yeah, I can't figure Zoom out. I still can't get that thing figured out. Like every time.
Well, that doesn't even remotely surprise me.
Yeah, you have to look at the camera.
I mean, I try and click on that thing, and it says I'm going to open this and do that, and invariably, I mess it up.
You know, I've been broadcasting from home for months, and I love it. It's working out great.
You have?
I may not go back. All right, back to the ground attack, of course. Spencer Ferguson.
Justin Pierce talking to his team right there during that last timeout saying, get your eyes right and keep them right and be consistent with it. That's what he wants to see to get his team off the field.
Well, the Herriman defense has slowed down this Davis attack a little bit. Now they come out, Davis does, with a nice run on first down by Ferguson. We'll see how Herriman reacts, but that's going to be a key for this Mustang defense, is just kind of slow down this offense.
Again. Oh, he's just a workhorse.
Yep.
And that's another strong Volkswagen.com first down.
What a luxury, Dave, to hand the ball twice to Ferguson and pick up a first down and get the chains moving. Clock running here, just under 3 minutes in the second quarter. Still plenty of time left here for Davis to march down the field.
First down as we approach 2.5. Been a great half for Chance Trujillo and this entire Darts offense. And just as I say that, he's set.
And that's there you go. You jinxed it. Guy hasn't missed a free throw all night long.
He's perfect.
Clank. This is just a 4-man rush by Herriman, and they are able to get home, collapse the pocket. And they make the big play right there.
Lost 11 yards on that one.
Well, and with the play clock having plenty of time on it, this is where you like a guy like Chance Trujillo, who understands not to be in any kind of hurry to take this snap on second down, especially if they're not able to eventually convert.
Yeah, just second down.
Trujillo,
yeah,
he kept it. And he almost got back to the line of scrimmage. I mean, everyone went to 24.
I know.
I'm interested there to see if Herriman was going to use a timeout. They will. There seemed to be some indecision about that, but I think they should. And be able to get their defense off the field and
that's their first charge timeout.
Give Jack White and company a chance for a final drive.
Trujillo took off with that football, not moving at quite the same rate that Ferguson does.
But you know what, Frank, that's what made it work so well.
I know, he was deceptively slow.
When I first
that left
I was looking at it, I was like, oh, he doesn't have the ball. No way he'd run that slow.
Right. I thought the same thing. It looked like he was carrying the ball, but then I thought he can't be running that way and carrying the ball. But he was.
Oh, what a fun game it is. How much fun it is just to be back, all you guys.
Oh, there's nothing like a high school football atmosphere.
It's never felt so good. It has never felt so good to be at a football game, around a sporting event, see great competition.
Yeah.
And in this 2020 year, we are going to have as probably the best year of high school football, if the games are able to be played and all, that we've ever had. Several athletes coming from all over the country to want to play right here because this is one of the places they can play.
You mean transferring here?
Yes,
right, Tony?
that's what they're doing. I mean,
What kind of numbers are we looking at?
It's incredible. The numbers are pretty much that they have doubled the transfer request already.
Oh my word.
From what the numbers were last year, and in terms of the out-of-state kids, it has quadrupled. In terms of the numbers, kids coming from California, Washington, Oregon, Nevada, New Mexico, Arizona, and even a kid from New Jersey.
Wow.
We're looking at several places, several kids from all over the country saying, there's a place I can play, and they're coming.
That's their second charge timeout.
There's the good and the bad of that.
Sure.
I mean, the good is it's an opportunity for these kids to play. The bad is you're probably taking away some opportunities here, and it's a bittersweet kind of thing. But we've got, I believe there are 10 states right now that have either postponed or canceled football, high school football. The other 40 were the first to start, but there are another, I think there's about another dozen or so that start next week. So, what do you do? If you're a high school kid, and especially if you're a senior, you want to play. You got to go somewhere.
Yeah. Well, and the postpone, take me through this, Frank. You were actually going to be a college athlete and were. I had no chance for that because I was terrible. But you were actually good at this game. So if you were in that situation, you were a California kid.
Yeah.
If they told you, oh, no, we're going to play in the spring, you wouldn't take your chances, right? Because there's the possibility that might not happen.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't, that's the thing, and you have to weigh that risk, absolutely. But, for me and for lots of kids, that was an opportunity. As Hollingworth here has the ball, he's dropped after the short return, but that's an opportunity to get your education paid for and to, for some, a small percentage, possibly make that your career. And I am very curious about the long-term effects on how recruiting occurs.
Oh, yeah.
After this. And if there is going to be this kind of lost generation of high school football players that, because of the pandemic, never quite get back on track.
Mm-hmm. Not to mention the local college teams that will have all these kids in their backyard.
Right.
And will have a chance to connect with them right away. And be around them all year because their season might not start till the spring.
Right.
All right, back to Herriman now. First down, Jack White.
Reverse.
They're going to run a reverse. Trying to get something going on that far side with Dex McPeak and nothing. Back basically to the line of scrimmage. This defense, guys, of Davis is just fired up right now. And you know what? The offense has played so well. I mean, some of the numbers, Trujillo 78 yards, Ferguson 94 yards. It fires up the defense, and they're fresh because the offense has been on the field so much.
That's a terrific read by Mason Rigby, the defensive end, who just stayed at home, was able to track that play down for only a 1-yard gain.
Second down. Same thing. That line. That defensive line, Rigby, Cale Jenkins, Tatum Roundy, Charlie Gardner, those guys are just playing great tonight.
Yeah, there's just no balance on the offensive side for Herriman right now, and Davis is taking advantage. On the defensive side, there is no threat of the passing game, and Davis is just right at the line of scrimmage, nowhere to go for Tafisi and the run game.
Herriman has run 18 plays. And they've gained 16 yards.
18.
That's not even a yard per play. No math genius, but
that's not a high percentage. Yeah.
And that's it.
That's not a good yardage. Yeah.
We have a little microphone set up. You've seen some like NASCAR or golf, and they have the social distancing mic flags, and we have the same thing set up, and we'll hope to get a word here with either Coach Pierce or Coach Arquette. Tony Parks will be corralling them, but it has been just an outstanding first half of football for the Davis Darts. And Mitch Arquette has got a veteran team, and they're playing every bit the part so far.
Looks like Tony has Coach Pierce coming up to the mic.
Tony, take it away.
Thanks, Coach. You were advising to your defense, trust your eyes and keep your eyes in the right place. What other advice are you going to give your guys there at the half?
We got to win at the line of scrimmage. We're getting pushed around a little bit up front. Our leverage is wrong outside a little bit, letting guys release. Not not playing good technique, and that's what I was talking about.
What are you going to speak with your quarterback, Jack White, and really the rest of your offense, making sure that he can be confident and comfortable in what he's doing?
We got to be able to protect. You know, they're bringing 5 and 6, and so, you know, there's not much I can ask him to do. He's just got to keep staying in the pocket, but he's got to recognize the guy that's coming and maybe drop something off.
Coach, thanks so much.
Thanks.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Coach. Love the little setup down there. I got to tell you, our crew here, the Pure Broadcasting truck, and Kevin and Joe and everyone had just done a great job of this entire setup. I love my setup up here in the booth. Frank, I'm sure you're doing fine down there in the fresh air as well.
Oh, it's amazing. I'm telling you what.
Beautiful. And what a game it's been. It's been all Davis. Their offense is piling it on. Halftime, the Tony Park Show. It's coming your way next.
Not impressed with your factory audio system? Drive-In Audio Sound is your full-service one-stop shop for the best in mobile audio and video. We carry products from basic radios up to 24,000-watt amplifiers. Our audio and video installation are 100% guaranteed in almost anything that has wheels. Whatever your audio and video needs, we offer a free guaranteed estimate, so you know all costs up front.
Hi, I'm Jen, owner of Drive-In Audio Sound, where we guarantee our installs for life.
The University of Utah is one of America's leading research universities. For us, making the world a better place is in our DNA. It's in her DNA to find ways to help with opioid addiction. It's in his to unlock new cancer treatments. It's in hers to find ways for the world to live more sustainably. It's in us to develop and provide the best patient care. The University of Utah. Research is in our DNA. Challenging times remind us what's truly important. And at America First, what matters most is the well-being of our members, employees, and the communities we serve. We have always been a collection of people helping people. And now, more than ever, we're here to serve you and help meet your financial needs. So wherever you find yourself, and whatever you, your family, or your business needs, we're here to help.
On 2 News at 7 on KJAZ 14, the events we cover affect you. From the hard-hitting stories in our nation's capital to the heartwarming heroes in your neighborhood. 2 News at 7 reports the facts and answers your questions. Alerting you of the current breaking news.
I'll give you a better look here at the scene.
Warning you about severe weather.
Southern Utah, dangerously high heat.
And protecting you when it matters the most. You're here for the news. 2 News at 7 on KJAZ 14 is here for you.
This is a special edition from 2 News.
Thanks so much for watching this halftime special edition of 2 News. Now, the game you're watching right now, Herriman High versus Davis, it is the very first high school game being played in the United States. Administrators, they're following strict social distancing protocol with fans in the stands. Players on the field are all tested to assure that no one is positive for the coronavirus. Now, this comes after most states pushed back their high school seasons, many going into 2021. And just last night, Jordan School District officials announced Bingham High's first football game is now off after 3 players tested positive. Today, Governor Gary Herbert said some of the protocols for players testing positive are the same for regular students, such as quarantining and checking for symptoms. But he says further discussions will take place with the Utah High School Activities Association.
We're going to meet with them, our health department, to discuss some of the concerns we have to make sure that the health department feels good about their protocols and what they're doing.
The governor says those conversations will take place in the next coming days. We want to take a look right now at the COVID-19 numbers here in Utah. The state has 45,424 cases with a total of 353 deaths. Those 2 more were than yesterday reported there. Those deaths were both in Salt Lake County. Another 334 new COVID-19 cases were announced, bringing the 7-day rolling average to about 354 cases per day. Police just released 911 calls made before a canine officer bit a man in Salt Lake City.
He's yelling and screaming. Okay. Did he strike your mom? Yes.
Now, on the recording, a caller says Jeffrey Ryans was attacking his mom. When officers arrived, they asked Ryans to get on the ground or the police dog would bite him. Ryans appears to comply, but the canine was still allowed to attack. Ryans is now suing, saying the use of force was excessive.
Hot temperatures today in the 90s. We will be cooling off, though, tonight. Clear skies, lows along the Wasatch Front in the 60s. Here's your forecast for St. George. Tomorrow, we're at 106. Then a heat wave moves in just in time for the weekend. 110 on Saturday, 112 Sunday and Monday, likely shattering record highs. And those morning lows are climbing into the upper 70s. No rain in the forecast for southern and northern Utah. Tomorrow, 94 degrees, very similar to today. Saturday, 98. Our heat wave starts on Sunday, hitting 101, peaking on Monday, 104 degrees, 103 on Tuesday. It's a very impressive heat wave for mid-August, and our morning temperatures are climbing into the 70s. Pretty dry, just partly cloudy skies for next week. Thanks for watching this 2 News special report. Back to the game.
The University of Utah is one of America's leading research universities. For us, making the world a better place is in our DNA. It's in her DNA to find ways to help with opioid addiction. It's in his to unlock new cancer treatments. It's in hers to find ways for the world to live more sustainably. It's in us to develop and provide the best patient care. The University of Utah. Research is in our DNA.
There's slow, and there's insurance companies slow. Good thing for you, we know a few things about dealing with insurance companies, so you don't have to. After you're hurt, never go it alone. Call Siegfried and Jensen today.
Nothing whispers elegant as loudly as black. Introducing the sophisticated Elegantly Black window by Amsco. This beautiful window with its clean modern lines exists to satisfy those with impeccable taste. Amsco Black windows are customizable capstock windows with a finish so good they come with a lifetime warranty. You asked for it. We listened. Amsco Black windows are available everywhere. Now making your home a masterpiece is easier than ever with Amsco Black windows.
RC Willey is now open in Layton. During our grand opening celebration, you'll find incredible savings in all Utah stores. Take advantage of Utah's best prices on furniture, mattresses, appliances, electronics, and flooring. This Frigidaire dishwasher is only $449, and this Whirlpool refrigerator is $1709. During our Stainmaster sale, take advantage of $39 carpet labor. Visit the store nearest you and enter to win over $55,000 in prizes during our grand opening celebration. RC Willey, your home, your way.
While everyone else makes the same fish sandwich, Arby's made a better one with beer-battered cod and buttery brioche. Because this is a competition, and Arby's is keeping score. Arby's, we have the meat.
As Utah's path forward continues, trust 2 News, getting you answers on the state's COVID-19 surge, mask orders where you live, and the safe reopening of schools. On air, online, and on our mobile app. Watch Coronavirus in Utah coverage on 2 News.
Halftime at Herriman as the Darts and the Mustangs have played 24 minutes and still have 24 minutes left to go. Welcome on in to our halftime report brought to you by America First Credit Union, where members come first. Each and every single game, we have our Scholar Athlete of the Week. And tonight, it is Abby Grundy of the Herriman Mustangs. Abby is a tremendous student athlete. And on top of that, a 4.0 student also involved as the class officer on top of that. And Abby, the first thing I want to get to, tremendous success. There's nothing like the perfection of a 4.0, but you've also been involved with a lot of service projects. What was the service project that you've been most proud of and why?
I'm most a project that me and my mom head on every year. It's called the Grundy Pajama Project. And we collect new pajamas from everyone in the community and we wrap them up. And then over at like Christmas time, we take them over to the road home shelter and give them to the kids so they have a present that year. And so that's just my favorite because it's really awesome to see the whole community come together, whether it's through the donations or the wrapping itself. And then, but the best part about it is walking in when you actually take them and seeing the kids' faces, knowing that they're actually going to get a present for Christmas. So that's the best.
And the Road Home's such a special organization for so many reasons. You have been so key as a leader, whether it's the basketball team, the softball team. What would be your best advice to someone who's learning about leadership and being able to be as good at it as you have been?
I would say the top two things are being kind and working hard, whether it's like school or sports or you're just with your friends. But I know if you're doing those two things, then you're going to be leading through example, and that's the best way to lead. So.
Always good for that. Abby Grundy with us here. Also with us, Brett Greenwell from America First Credit Union. And Brett, you guys have helped so many people in a variety of situations. What has been behind the passion that you guys have had to giving to so many great students like Abby?
Well, I mean, there's a lot I could say, but I think Abby summed it up best, that you have to lead by example. And I think, you know, the two keys that she talked about in being kind and working hard, we believe in it. And we have to support our members. What's important to them should be important to us. And although those needs may be evolving in times like this, one thing hasn't changed, and that's our need to support education and these great student athletes like Abby.
And tonight, America First Credit Union is here to present a scholarship check for $500 to Abby Grundy. So, Abby, congratulations on being our scholar athlete, and best of luck to you in the future.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You bet. It's halftime here at Herriman. When we come back, we'll have the first half highlights, and we'll get you ready for the second half of action as well, right here on KJazz TV.
Nothing whispers elegant as loudly as black. Introducing the sophisticated, elegantly black window by Amsco. This beautiful window with its clean, modern lines exists to satisfy those with impeccable taste. Amsco black windows are customizable capstock windows with a finish so good they come with a lifetime warranty. You asked for it. We listened. Amsco black windows are available everywhere. Now making your home a masterpiece is easier than ever with Amsco black windows.
You asked for it, and Strong Volkswagen is here to help with 662. Extended, but hurry, it's the final days. 6 months with no car payments, 6 years, no interest, and your maintenance, no charge for 2 years. 662. Plus, get 2019 loaded Jetta S from $12,999. And at Strong, you get a lifetime warranty. Lifetime on new and pre-owned. No charge. At Strong Volkswagen, get details and unlock stronger pricing at strongvw.com.
We all have needs, hopes, and dreams. Things to do, places to go, and a life to live. And whatever goals you have, America First is here to help you achieve them. We're here to provide the financial tools and services you need to take care of your family, your home, or your business. We're here to help you keep moving forward. Whatever you need, for what matters most, we're here to help. America First, federally insured by NCUA.
You're working hard to keep your business moving forward. With Compulse Integrated Marketing, you can reach new customers and get results. We work with businesses across America, but we have experts right here. There are new ways to reach your customers with video, digital, and social advertising, and we're experts at all of them. Our solutions are affordable and they work. Compulse Integrated Marketing. Reach new customers and get results. Contact us right now. Let's partner together and keep your business moving forward.
The Jeopardy Vault is open.
There's a great deal of tension in the air.
And going back in time to 2002 for our first $1 million tournament.
We're all very nervous.
Man. Jeopardy takes over New York's legendary Radio City Music Hall.
How you doing?
With Brad Rutter and other greats going head-to-head for $1 million.
How do you feel?
Petrified, Alex. The $1 Million Masters. Watch Jeopardy weeknights at 6:30 on KJazz.
21-7 the score here at the half. Davis on top of the Herriman Mustangs. Let's take a look at our first half highlights and see how we got to this point. Brought to you by America First Credit Union. With mobile and online banking, AFCU has what you need to help you achieve your financial dreams. Special teams to get it started. Brock Hollingsworth has had a special teams spark right here and a special academic year. Finished the season with a 4.0 back in the spring. Puts his team on the doorstep, and it was just 2 plays later. This touchdown touchdown run by Nu'utafisi ends up making it 7-0 Mustangs. But from that point on, all Davis. Great work by Trujillo on the adjustment, the throw, the catch, the touchdown. Ethan Healy tied up 7 apiece. And then Trujillo back to work, connecting with Owen Murdoch. Beautiful touch pass, great catch, great awareness of where he is on the field. 14-7 the score. But the real star of the first half, 94 yards rushing from this guy, Ferguson. 14 carries, 94 yards. That touchdown iced out, no stylus. 21-7 the score up to this point. Defense has been fantastic for Davis so far. Just 16 total yards for the Herriman Mustangs. Only 1 first down, and that was the touchdown on their very first drive. On top of that, great effectiveness from Trujillo. 13-16, 78 yards and the 2 touchdowns. And Spute with a big special teams return as well. 21-7 the score here at the half. We'll come back and get you ready for the second half of action on KJazz TV.
Challenging times remind us what's truly important. And at America First, what matters most is the well-being of our members, employees, and the communities we serve. We have always been a collection of people helping people. And now, more than ever, we're here to serve you and help meet your financial needs. So wherever you find yourself, and whatever you, your family, or your business needs, we're here to help.
Not impressed with your factory audio system? Drive-In Audio Sound is your full-service one-stop shop for the best in mobile audio and video. We carry products from basic radios up to 24,000-watt amplifiers. Our audio and video installation are 100% guaranteed in almost anything that has wheels. Whatever your audio and video needs, we offer a free guaranteed estimate, so you know all costs up front.
Hi, I'm Jen, owner of Drive-In Audio Sound, where we guarantee our installs for life.
McGee's Stamp and Trophy is Utah's #1 awards and engraving company. McGee's will help you brand your business and recognize the people who make it a success. McGee's has a passion for excellence that will make your accolades more meaningful. From custom-cut acrylics and crystal awards to framing, engraving, and sports memorabilia. If you can dream it, we can achieve it. Let McGee's take care of all of your awards and recognition needs. McGee's Stamp and Trophy in Orem, American Fork, and Salt Lake City.
What made Steve say,
I live for moments like this, right? Ready? Name something a lonely guy sleeps with at night to keep him company. Oh, man. Blow up doll. I live for moments like this, right?
Family Feud.
Family Feud, weeknights at 5 and 5:30 on KJazz.
Thursday Night Lights on KJazz is brought to you by America First Credit Union, proud to support high school athletics and promote quality education throughout the state. Visit americafirst.com to learn more. By R.C. Willey. R.C. Willey has flexible payment plans to make any purchase affordable. With an R.C. Willey payment plan, it's easy to get what you want when you want it. And by Strong Volkswagen. Go to strongvw.com.
One of the best things about high school is being around your peers to attend different events. Friday Night Lights, school musicals, and everyday classes are important things that shape the average high school student. We want this year to be no different than any other. We want to make memories with our friends, cheer loud for our team, and be proud to be in our high schools. On March 13th, 2020, we went to our classes and activities unaware that it would be the last day of school that year. Suddenly, all the things we loved about high school were taken from us. But this year can be different. We just need to do our part in keeping everyone safe. It is up to us as high school students to be responsible, respectful, and smart. We can show others that we are willing to do what it takes so we can have a school year. So what can we do? Mask up.
I'm willing to mask up to involve the student body and plan some fun events.
I'm willing to mask up for all the athletes of Brighton High School, especially my Lady Bengals on the volleyball team.
I'm willing to mask up for theater.
We're willing to mask up for Bryan boys tennis. I'm willing to mask up for our school and community.
I am willing to mask up so I can dance this year with my best friends.
We're willing to mask up for soccer season. I'm willing to mask up for the chance to sing with my friends again. I'm willing to mask up so I can have a cross-country season.
I'm willing to mask up for Brighton boys basketball.
I'm willing to mask up for Brighton Bengals soccer.
I am willing to mask up to have a 2021 softball season.
I'm willing to mask up for lacrosse 2021.
I'm willing to mask up for Brighton golf. I'm willing to mask up for Friday Night Lights with the boys.
I'm willing to mask up for sports to be back.
I'm willing to mask up. Are you?
I love it. That's High School Game Day, brought to you by the University of Utah. Imagine you, and that's the kids from Brighton High School. Good heavens, don't confuse those two. That's a rivalry. But Brighton High School, they did a great job. The kids themselves produced that and put that together for us, and we appreciate them doing that. And hey, you know, like it says, mask up. And they're doing it here as we have the first high school football game, really any football game in the nation going on right now. Let's go down to the field with Tony Parks for a sideline report. Tony?
Speaking with Coach Arquette, he said he was very pleased with his team's maturity, doing what they did after going down 7-0 to stay the course, stay focused, and stay tough. Said that should kind of be the message for everyone in 2020, right? But he said if any adjustments, just clean up some tackling, clean up a couple small mistakes up front. But overall, really loves the way his team has showed that kind of mental toughness he wanted to see in this version of the Davis Starts.
Thank you, Tony. Our sideline reports from Tony, presented by Strong Volkswagen. Is Tony showing a little scruff there, by the way? Is he?
Just a little bit.
Yeah, I haven't seen that on him.
This is quarantine scruff right there.
Is that what that is?
I've been, I've been growing it out. It never had the chance to do it. My wife said, you know, you have to take a few weeks to let this do what it's going to do. And I was fortunate. Remember, for a while, nobody was able to go get a haircut and a beard trim.
That's right.
We have a salon in our home, and my wonderful wife, Natalie, is unbelievably great.
Yeah, I wasn't able to get a haircut for a while either.
Yes.
So that was
so I've heard.
Difficult for me. Look at the full house backfield here for Herriman. There again, they get the run game going a little bit.
That might be their biggest carry of the game.
Yeah, they put an extra guy in the backfield, create an extra blocker so they can manage the pressure of Davis. And you'll see it right here, the extra blocker up front. Tafisi able to get through the line of scrimmage as Davis still continues to crowd the line of scrimmage with 8 or 9 people.
3rd and 1. Now they're 0 for 5 on third down conversions, but they haven't had a 3rd and 1. So
it's a fair point.
Anytime.
And they got it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, ball's out.
Yeah, he held on to it. He held on to it. But they tried to strip it in the pile. It looked like Mason Rigby, number 42, made a big play earlier in the game. Got a hold of the football and twisted Tafisi around. You'll see as he gets through the line of scrimmage right there. He almost was able to pull the ball out, and close. Tafisi was able to hold on to it for the first down. And that's a big first down, a confidence-building first down for Herriman.
That's a strong Volkswagen.com first down, and the first down for them since the opening drive, guys. So that's a victory.
New running back here as Tafisi will take a breather on the sidelines for Herriman. Makes a nice little gain on first down.
Well, resetting some focus and getting some perspective. The one thing Herriman should feel fortunate about was with how badly they lost field position in that first half. They're only down 2 scores. And with the way they like to play, which is this rugged, running, grinding style of game, being down 2 scores and 3 scores can have a very big different feel to it on the type of pace you have to play with.
2nd and 4. They're just going to keep on pounding it. Oh, what a big hit. That's right inside the pile of that line there as Caden Swap lowered the boom.
Austin McMillan, 31, taking the bulk of the carries right now with Tafisi on the sideline.
But now up front, it feels like this is more of the way Herriman expects to play, you know?
Yeah.
They were only getting a yard, maybe, even some TFLs there for a bit. Now you're starting to see Dylan Rich and Zach Worthington and Hayden Lindquist kind of look the way we've been accustomed to expecting them to look.
And you can manage 3rd and short like this. Good play up front by Davis.
Boy, making that yard a stressful one. I think he just got line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, we'll see. Decision
Another
time here
play
for Dustin Pierce, perhaps. 3rd and about 2. Fourth and about 2, excuse me.
I think it's about 1, and I think you've got to go for it here. You're almost to midfield.
Still pretty early, and this game is not out of reach by any stretch.
Well, we'll see what they've drawn up.
Well, they've drawn up something, maybe trying to draw off Davis as they line up, as Herriman lines up for the offensive play.
Yeah, lined up with plenty of time to do it.
They need a yard. They're going, lowering the head. Oh, they're not going to get it.
No.
Not even close. Frank, I told you they shouldn't.
Well, now that you put yourselves back against the wall in a game that you're only down 2 scores, maybe you could have put them back in deep with a punt, but that makes it difficult.
You asked for it, and Strong Volkswagen is here to help with 662. Extended, but hurry, it's the final days. 6 months with no car payments, 6 years, no interest, and your maintenance, no charge for 2 years. 662. Plus, get 2019 loaded Jetta S from $12,900. $12,900. And at Strong, you get a lifetime warranty. Lifetime on new and pre-owned. No charge. At Strong Volkswagen, get details and unlock stronger pricing at strongvw.com.
Take 2 from 2 News. This is the podcast where we confront today's most pressing local and national issues.
But regardless where you come down on the issue, it's an unnecessary.
We have racial bias in Utah.
This is where we examine all sides as a challenge to find common ground.
Disagreement by itself is not discourse.
And if people feel like signing the referendum, by all means, do it.
There are things that we can do, practical things that we could all agree on.
This is Take 2. Subscribe today.
Boy, what a beautiful night. You know, August days are hot in Utah, but August nights are gorgeous.
Oh, those hot August nights.
They're so nice. You know, you go down to Arizona and it never cools off, but it's just beautiful here right now. And Davis leading Herriman. First football game anywhere since the pandemic began, and we're having a lot of fun with it. Utah High School Activities Association encourages you to do Rowdy Right and help to create a community culture of inclusion and belonging. Visit uhsaa.org/sportsmanship and do Rowdy Right. Average starting field position for Davis, their own 44. That's not bad. And going deep, they want the end zone. Little pushing and shoving, and the pass is caught by Hoagland this time. Or no, you know what? It's Murdoch.
It's
okay. One of these guys needs to change his number or put a 1 in front of it, because that 6 and the 8 look almost identical.
Look at Davis immediately make Herriman pay for that 4th down attempt. They go deep. They get after number 9, Falatea, once again.
36 yards on that pickup, Frank, and they're, of course, into the University of Utah red zone, just a couple of yards away from another touchdown. And twice tonight, Murdoch with big receptions.
As often as you've mistaken, receivers,
Murdoch and Hoagland,
I don't think you should ever criticize the vision of an official again. I think you've.
Well, that 8 and that 6, Tony, it's a long ways away.
To be fair, it definitely is.
They're very similar. Very similar.
I'm going to talk to Mitch Arquette after this game about switching one of those guys. Going to the right side, batted around. That was dangerous, but it falls out.
And Spute is down in the end zone.
Yeah, he is.
Spute is down in the end zone. I hope it's just a cramp. And he's down again. He's down again. I hope that it's just a cramp. This happens in first games. You get those cramps.
I think that's what it kind of looked like, Frank, because
he's kind of holding.
Yeah, you described it. He stood up, and it's like the leg just gave way.
Well, and I was going to say, why even risk it throwing the ball down here? And Trujillo takes a chance trying to sneak it in. Yeah, there's no contact on Spute. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it looks like just a cramp.
I think you're right. But again, at game time, I don't know, it was probably, what, 95?
It was hot. It was hot.
Yeah.
Need a little
it's cooled off
hydration on the sideline for Spute.
Well, guys,
by the way, he's been a workhorse tonight. So.
You are out there. You're seeing how the fans are behaving in the stands. Everyone had to buy tickets online so they can track exactly where you're sitting in case they need to do any contact tracing. What do you think about the way they've handled it here so far in this very first game of the year?
I think it's, safety first. We just don't know enough. I mean, I just don't think we have a comfort level that we know enough about what's happening with this virus, and so safety first. And I think the way that they're managing it, the way the fans are managing it right now, is very, very reasonable. Plenty of space in the stands. Family units kind of get to sit together, and it's about 25% capacity here tonight. I think they've done a fine job.
And the biggest thing is, look, we want to play, and we want this thing to stay, and we want to keep having games week after week. Can everybody just do their part? And I think everybody else
You're right, Tony.
has been very compliant in that too. So it's been a great partnership.
3rd and goal. Dart's already up. 14 looking to add to that. They'll try to get it on the ground, left side. Nothing doing there.
Good defense.
They'll lose a yard.
Good defense right there. Looked like Dominic Martucci coming up to make the stop for Herriman, and they read that very well. Nice adjustment there at halftime. Earlier in this game, in the first half, we kept seeing Davis get to the edge, get to the sideline, and pick up nice yardage. That time, Herriman read it really well.
They're going to let Jackson Laver kick a field goal attempt here. Tony, this reminds me of the end of last year's game. How many kicks did we have?
5.
5 of them. After kick after kick. Penalties. Now, that was the very end of the game, of course, and the kick is up, and this one is good. So Davis adds 3. But do you remember that? That was a nightmare.
Well, because the encroachment penalty is a dead ball foul no matter what. And that's why that disaster occurred. And I tell you, it was I think, offsides, false start, offsides, and then a miss. And that was a bizarre night, of course, with Viewmont and Davis. But Davis to get up 3 scores is enormous with
no doubt.
how sluggish of a night the Herriman offense has had and with how well Davis has been executing.
5 plays, 35 yards, and the field goal. Let's take another look at our eye in the sky. Check this out. Jen's up there now. It's nice and cool. It's a beautiful evening. Diamond Rental, we appreciate you guys. And that's the A game 64-72.
Are you sure? I was just going to ask Tony, where did we see this?
This was the one when Gary Anderson missed the field goal in the NFC Championship game in January of '99 against the Falcons. He hadn't missed in 2 years, and it was Gary Anderson still has ill feelings towards that version.
Hey, laces out
of the A game 49-50.
Look at this return.
We got a big return. This is how you get things right. Herriman. Touchdown, Mustangs. Brock Hollingsworth, 92 yards.
Well, he has a 66-yarder and now this 92-yarder. Brock Hollingsworth was a decent student, but in his mind, he said good enough is no longer good enough. He felt the same way about football, dedicated everything he had into improving his game and improving what he did in the classroom. He said this was his time to really go show how much the work has paid off. It did academically. He had a 4.0 in his final term there in the spring, and now he's had a couple of big plays tonight in special teams.
Well,
he's a great story.
A+ on the return right there by Hollingsworth.
Young man born in Turkey, moved to Alaska, then got to Herriman his sophomore year, comes from a military family. He's had 19 years in the Air Force.
Here we
coaches
go again.
love him. He's
Watch
a
this.
Yes sir, no sir kind of guy, and this right here is yes sir.
You know what this is?
block.
It's our drive-in audio sound touchdown. Friends don't let friends rock stock. Check out drive-in audio sound. And man, he looked good on that.
You love to see that stuff pay off.
Yeah, you do the right things, and you love to see that happen to a good kid in Hollingsworth. Nice return right there.
Every teacher that's been working with him And then every coach and every person involved is like, there you go.
Right.
There's the payoff.
Yep.
It's come full circle for him, and the coaches have said, man, Dustin Pierce right there said, it just to see that light come on and to see him prioritize little things, to be that player that doesn't just do what you tell him to do. He does everything you need him to do without anything being said. It's a great young man. Had a chance to talk to him after the game. Couldn't have been more impressed.
Coach Pierce, a little upset on the sideline. I'm not sure. He was talking to the official after that point after attempt that went awry. So Herriman 13, Davis 24.
Well, and he's so steady. I mean, you heard him when Tony interviewed him at halftime, and you would have thought that, it was a tie game.
Yeah.
Just very steady guy.
He is.
It's exactly what this program needs. He was terrific with Hunter. Took that team to the semifinals.
Short kick here.
Well, they got to be careful because kicks have been going nuts in this game. And another big return. This is all the way up to midfield, guys.
And that's Ferguson on the return.
Yeah.
He does it all. Nothing to worry about with spewed out. And
Ferguson pops that. Yeah, 49 yards on the return.
Well, this is a game where momentum has swung back and forth on every different series so far in the second half.
You get the feeling, especially with the way the offense has struggled for Herriman, that if they are going to win this game, Frank, they're going to need a big game-changing defensive play somewhere.
Yep. Turnover, big stop, something. Get the ball back.
By the way, he stepped out of bounds and backed it up a little bit. Trujillo comes out throwing against the grain. Pass is caught 3, maybe 4 yards shy of the first down by Jake Ma. Ma's actually had a nice game, sort of under the radar, but he's hauled several big passes.
On the 49-yard line.
Yeah, pretty nice gain right there on first down. 6 yards. Didn't look like it from here, but just in the flat, easy pitch and catch, even with the pressure by Herriman.
2nd and 4. Ferguson fights, and he's very close to the first down. They're going to spot him a yard shy. The knee must have gone down because his body was over the sticks.
Ferguson has certainly played well, but give a lot of credit up front. I mean, that front five really making a good push at the line of scrimmage against what is typically a very stout defensive line for Herriman. Led by the center, Colton Flint.
3rd and 1. 4 for 9 on third down conversions, but they've missed their last 3, but they get the push, and they have got another strong Volkswagen.com first down.
Oh, Frank, when I was speaking with Coach Arquette, many others, I talked about how a guy in Trujillo was not afraid to say what needed to be said. Hurt some feelings, had to be really honest, and that was going to be the first step to turning this thing around. He didn't just lead this offense, he started taking ownership of it. How long did you feel that it was where you felt like you were comfortable enough to be able to take on something like that as the QB?
You know, personalities play a big part of that. I always felt pretty comfortable in having a command of the offense and then being able to make a point to the team and to talk to the team that way. I feel like you can see that on the field with Trujillo. Like, he has a command of this offense, and then he can communicate that to his team. I don't have the same feeling yet with Jack White. Like a real command of the offense, and then that confidence that it takes to communicate that to the team. And I think for White, it's really going to be a question of making a couple completions here in the second half.
2nd down 10 for Trujillo. Herriman coaches are jumping all over the place.
Prior to the snap, false start, number 62 of the offense. 5-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
But that putting that money in the bank takes some time, right? And Trujillo, a guy who protected the ball last year, had some really good games to go with it. The coaches are like, hey, man, don't Like, if somebody's too far on their splits, tell them. If someone's lined up wrong, tell them.
Yeah. Well, and then you have guys that maybe don't have much money in the bank, and they'll still, I think a guy like Baker Mayfield, who doesn't care what he has in the bank, and he's telling everybody what to do.
Ferguson's got another big, strong Volkswagen.com first down. Look at him pile on the yard.
First down.
But you're absolutely right. Here we go. This is my early candidate, way too early candidate for player of the game.
No doubt.
Spencer Ferguson has been fantastic, pounding the turf right there because he wanted to take it to the house. Just got tripped up a little there at the end by the turf monster. But Davis on the march once again.
Trujillo outside, dropped.
Hit him in the wrong spot, Dave.
Yep, hands.
I know Healy with the drop there, but I tell you what, the coaches there at Davis raved about just the kind of progress that he's had. And, when you get in the camp, it's one thing. You have an idea what somebody might be, and then by the time that first game hits, he was the guy that has made tremendous leaps, mentally processing the game, taking responsibility of his job.
I like the way Davis is calling the game. If you look at how they're lined, Herriman's lined up right here. A lot of depth between the linebackers and the line of scrimmage.
Ferguson hit
nice
the
play
line
up front right there.
He'll get no yardage on that one.
And a lot of the time, Davis is just taking this short passing game and making Herriman come up and make a play on it. Now we'll see how deep into the playbook Davis goes right here on the 3rd and 10 situation. This is exactly where Herriman wants to put the darts.
Yeah. But Ferguson, by the way, already 118 yards rushing in this game and that one touchdown. So he's been huge. 3rd and 10. Trujillo being chased. Oh, he's got to get rid of it. What a pass thrown back across his body, but couldn't square himself up enough to hit the target.
Good news is for Davis, 4-down territory. You're at a good spot in the field here. You're not kicking a 48-yard field goal.
Oh, yeah.
You can go for it.
On that play, Davis is missing Ferguson and Speed, both out of the game. And Chance Trujillo will stay in the game. 4th and 10.
4th and 10 indeed. Chance Trujillo's had a nice game for this darts team, leading 24-13. Missed point after that long kickoff return. Trujillo looking right the whole way.
Well, and he read it. So
there's some bodies flying over there.
A little bit of contact. Murdoch lines up on the other side, and Trujillo sees Herriman go into man-to-man coverage. They take advantage of it, or they try to, but they couldn't. We'll be right back after this break.
We all have needs, hopes, and dreams. Things to do, places to go, and a life to live. And whatever goals you have, America First is here to help you achieve them. We're here to provide the financial tools and services you need to take care of your family, your home, or your business. We're here to help you keep moving forward. Whatever you need for what matters most, we're here to help. America First, federally insured by NCUA.
You know boring drive-through fish sandwiches? Arby's just reinvented them in the form of this new beer-battered fish. Also, Arby's has beer now, kinda. Arby's, we have the meat.
Wallet, keys, mask. These are the things we can't leave home without, especially the mask. With the cases of coronavirus rising every day in Utah, it's more important than ever to keep each other safe and healthy. We all need to do our part. Mask up, Utah.
We are back. Beautiful night for a little August football. And part of the reason it's beautiful is because football is back. It's so much fun to be broadcasting this. And hopefully it will last.
Yes. We keep our fingers crossed. It is a perfect night.
Absolutely perfect night. Trujillo, by the way, he started 15 of 19, missed his last 4 pass attempts. So we'll see when Davis comes back on the field. But right now, it's Jack White trying to get something going once again for Herriman. Very much so in this game. How about the little inside screen? And that is going to deliver another touchdown for the Mustangs, 69 yards.
How about that? I'm not making any comparisons here, but I saw Jerry Rice, John Taylor do that quite a bit back in the day. A quick slant and off of the hand of Jack White. Check this out. 1-2, quick slant. Where's the safety? And that, David and Tony, what we're talking about, Davis not threatened at all by the pass. Safeties and everybody up within 10 yards of the line of scrimmage. There's nobody to make a tackle.
Yeah, you're wondering how they were going to be able to use that against them. That was the answer. Surprised they're not going for 2 here. Well, I guess plenty of time still.
Yeah, start chasing that a little bit later. And that point after is good. And let's take another look at the drive-in audio sound. Touchdown. Friends don't let friends rock stock. Check out drive-in audio sound. And one play, 69 yards, a little slant on that inside pass worked perfectly to Zach Dern, the senior. And man, this game has got a whole new look now.
How about that? I'd love to see that. That's quite a turnaround for Herriman, and that goes a long way for the confidence of the quarterback, Jack White, who has seriously struggled to this point in the game. I watched him warm up prior to the game, and this is a good-looking kid. I mean, he's 6 feet, 210 pounds. That may be a little generous. I mean, this guy could line up like a linebacker.
Well, to further illustrate your point, Frank,
there
first
he is.
half, White was 1 for 5 in the first half, 8 yards. Second half, he's 1 for 1 for 69 yards.
And a touchdown. Yeah.
It's paid off.
Yeah, he looks kind of, remember the Titans.
Yeah.
Left-handed quarterback was pretty good.
Sunshine.
Sunshine, that's him. Jack White, nice play right there, and you never know. A little play like that goes a long way for the confidence of a quarterback.
Ferguson standing near the goal line. And now it's upon the Darts to see what kind of answer they have. And this is a little
squid
kick. They just downed it.
Oh.
Over there. Okay.
Spute still not in the game.
Mason Kilgore's one that downed it. You're right.
And Spencer Ferguson back.
Trying to find out as much as we can here, as fast as we can, about Spute, and I'll update you as soon as possible. Just moments ago, they were also stretching out Tayton Stilson, linebacker there for Davis, as he is walking gingerly. May just simply be a cramp, but I'll keep you posted
Stilson's
on that
had
as
a nice game for sure.
All right, Chance Trujillo, first half, 78 yards passing, completing 13 of 16. He was great. Second half, he's 2 of 7 so far for 47 yards, and we've got 3.5 to go here in the third quarter. Let's see what he's got. And the safe thing to do is give it to the big guy.
Yeah, but better pressure up front.
Yeah.
Spencer Ferguson on the short game.
By Herriman, and that is our guy right there. Just a freshman, Ephraim Asiata, on the stop.
He's getting a lot of work on both sides of the ball.
Yeah. Well, I'm telling you what, there's going to be a battle between Dustin Pierce and Matt Asiata for which side of the ball.
Well, I mean, high school, everybody played. A lot of guys played both ways, and he's going to want to do that. 2nd and 8. They got 2 on that. Ferguson still in the backfield behind Chance Trujillo, who will come out looking to throw. He's in trouble. Just got that pass away.
Flag down. There's going to be
could be pass interference.
It's going to be. There was contact early. Yeah. Unfortunately, I mean, the ball was turfed. There was no chance of catching that ball. But there was certainly contact as the pass was being thrown. Good pressure by Herriman. Yeah,
number 21 of the defense. 15-yard penalty. The result is a first down.
Oh, it's a big one.
Well, let's take a look. There's good pressure coming, and watch this ball. I don't know. That's pretty close. Maybe there's a chance of making a play on that ball without the contact.
It'll be first down at 10, Davis.
Yeah, that's probably a good call. Take a look at it from that angle. Here we go.
Back to your bread and butter. Ferguson around that left side, and he picks up good yardage, 6 yards, and a 2nd and 4.
And right now, by the way, Spute being stretched out both legs while standing up as they've been stretching his leg back and then forward each leg. And now he's pacing around, walking around up and down the sideline. Seems to be comfortable in walking, but he has yet to take off running while they're working with him on the sideline. So may very well end up being cramps.
Yeah, and it's hard to take care of that in-game.
Frank, by the way, 22 carries, 126 yards. You talked about him being your player of the game. He's done, nothing to diminish that.
Yeah.
And he's got yet another strong Volkswagen.com first down.
Making a case for himself. Yeah. That's a nice run right there. Very decisive run, takes the ball, running sideline to sideline, finds a crease, plants his foot in the ground, and he's headed north and south for another first down.
Well, one of the discouraging things about those last 4 games for this team last year was that when the wheels wobbled, they completely fell off. So when something went bad, it really went bad fast. And then this time, you got a guy like this in your backfield that can change things.
Here he goes again.
And they didn't have that.
Yeah.
They didn't have that. And you could see the impact that it had on the team. He has been spectacular.
Yeah. I would rely heavily on him. Look at how they've been able to manage the clock.
Oh, yeah. They've just chewed up the rest of this third quarter.
If you can do that, if you can run out a clock, if you can run out a game, why not? Especially with your star receiver standing on the sideline, may not return to this game.
4 carries, 19 yards on this drive alone.
That's a smart play right there to Murdoch Hoagland. Number 6. That was Murdoch. I just wanted to give you a chance.
We're just gonna cover our bases.
That's right.
Well, the other problem is they're both in the game almost every play.
Yeah. Well, there you see in the huddle right there. That's 8. That's Hoagland. 6, that's his shoe right there.
Up his shoe, so this is good.
So now we just have Hoagland on the field.
The odds are narrowing. It's 1st and 10, but it's probably going to Ferguson because that's what they do on 1st and 10.
Yeah.
And there it is.
Good call.
And another first down. And Ferguson's got more.
Look at this run.
Into the red zone. Flag just came flying in. He is into the University of Utah red zone. But let's see what this flag is all about. Another great run.
I think it's got to be a block or something downfield.
Hoagland had a terrific block for so much of that play. And then
he grabbed
too good at the end. Yeah, no,
grabbed a little.
It was fabulous for 95% of it.
Yeah.
Well, it was 37 yards, but they're marching the other way.
Holding on the offense, number 8. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. It'll still result in a first down.
Now, the positive is, you still have first down yards. But here's what I will say about this, though. The receivers, and you're going to look at this, the receivers have been very committed in blocking downfield and doing their 1 of 11 in this way, too, Frank.
Well, you know what, guys? This is time for Siegfried and Jensen. You be the judge, presented by Siegfried and Jensen. What do you think? You're seeing the play here.
Yeah, I watched that play, and I'm going to overrule that.
Ooh,
because
overruling?
Because watch the way the block occurs. The reason they're calling it is he gets his arm outside. Now, there you go. You got a little bit of the jersey inside. I didn't see that from the other angle. So there was a little bit of tug of the jersey. So now I'm sustaining the call.
So now you're overturning you.
There you go.
I strenuously object.
Just overturned yourself. Trujillo keeps it, trying to make some moves. Oh, Frank.
I know what you're thinking, because I'm thinking the same thing.
I can see Frank now. Your Honor, you're going to sustain, or I don't know.
Let's go through.
What do you think? Well, there you go. We've come through 3 quarters. What a great game. Perfect way to kick off the high school football season, not only in Utah, but nationwide. We've got a good one headed to the 4th quarter.
The best universities in the nation discover breakthroughs through relentless research. They create new technologies, develop cures, and produce leaders. That's why the Association of American Universities, 65 of the nation's leading research universities, added the University of Utah to its ranks. What do the best universities do? They give you an education that transforms people's lives, mine included.
RC Willie, now open in Layton. Come join our grand opening celebration. RC Willie, your home, your way.
There's slow, and there's insurance companies slow. Good thing for you, we know a few things about dealing with insurance companies, so you don't have to. After you're hurt, never go it alone. Call Siegfried and Jensen today.
Hey, be sure to visit UHSAA.com to learn more about how Utah's 90,000 high school student athletes are supported. Get all that and more at UHSAA.com. And another, 3 or 4 weeks, they'll start popping up the RPI.
Yeah.
Interesting to see that. I love that they went to that. I don't love every team going to the playoffs, but I do love the RPI.
No, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. In fact, I'm seriously opposed to that.
How do you really feel about it?
Not great. Do we still have our guy Oglesby over there somewhere?
Yes, we sure do.
What the heck is he doing?
He's probably listening right now.
Well, if you're listening,
or watching, sorry, that was a full speed ahead there. My bad. All right, here we go. Davis with a slim lead, trying to add to it. Oh, that's going to be close. The far official has a spot short. I don't think he's got it, guys.
I don't think so either. And a little bit point to notice is that Spencer Ferguson, now he comes back into the game. He limped out of the game after that last long run that was called back. And now he's back in the game, so nothing wrong apparently with Spencer Ferguson, our could be player of the game.
Well, he certainly earned it, but he's not alone. And now they've got the strongvolkswagen.com first down.
Yeah, he's just been a workhorse tonight. If Davis can continue to run the ball this way, and maybe just mix it up with a little dump off pass here and there, maybe take a shot downfield every once in a while, but keep the chains moving and run the clock out. I think that's a recipe for success for the Darts here as we go into the fourth quarter.
First down for Davis. Remember last year they were up 10-0 going into the fourth and lost the game.
Yeah. Only up by 4 this time.
Yeah.
Flag down.
Somebody moved.
Prior to the snap, false start, number 6 in the offense. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Ferguson up near 150 yards. He's at 142.
How many carries?
26.
From the 27-yard line.
Pass incomplete, just outside the outstretched fingertips.
That's a good pass by Trujillo. I like that call. I mean, you just get your back isolated in the flat on one player. Good chance of picking up some yardage, and there's a low risk of making that pass, and just drop that time by Healy.
Second and 15. Ferguson lowers the head. He'll get a couple. But Frank, you hit on something earlier. One thing, it keeps the clock moving, and they've done a nice job of managing that so far. But 4-point lead with 10.5. Kind of tough to milk the clock.
Yeah, absolutely. And when Davis didn't make any yardage on that 1st and 15, so they got the penalty. They go 1st and 15. I think that's fine early in the set of downs to take a 5-yard penalty because you can make up for it. But you didn't get any positive yardage on first down, and now you find yourself in a 3rd and 14 situation. Very difficult.
Trujillo stands in there, flushed. Trujillo's down. Big defensive stop by Herriman.
So this is probably, we'll see here.
Sacked by number 34, Mason Barker.
Oh, they looked like they were about to pull the flag. There was a little extracurricular activity. Herriman pretty excited about making that big sack on 3rd down and long. Herriman defensively has made big plays at key moments, and now Davis with a decision to make on their outside of field goal range, I'm guessing. But they don't have a punt team on the field.
This would be about a 50-yarder. But the offense is out there.
Oh, the official pulled his flag and then put it back in his pocket.
Yeah, 4th and 20.
Yeah.
And they're just going to run it.
Whoa.
He got half of it.
And now there's a flag. And now here we are. Now there's a helmet off. This is not going to be good. It's not going to be good. This is losing your cool, losing your head. And this, we'll have to see which way it goes. 2 players involved.
Well, Mania Brown was one of them being held back.
And I'm pretty sure that was number 6.
Are you sure?
Oh, and Murdoch.
Don't blame Murdoch if it's Hoagland.
No, if it's Hoagland. No, that's Murdoch.
Well, the officials are chatting over this one.
But there was something happening after that play, and the flags went up immediately. 2 sitting on the field.
That's Greg
about
Barr,
the 20-yard line.
By the way, the referee there, and Jared Youngman talking with him and working this on. Lot to sort out here when 2 flags come in.
I think I just saw one official say, I'm reading lips here, but I think he said against White. Take a look.
Oh, right there.
After the play is over. After the play is over.
Oh,
yeah, and then the flag comes up. It's pretty. It's pretty thin. I think you could probably separated those guys and said, "Hey, enough." You know, that's pretty thin. You can't hear the whistle blowing.
Yeah, I'm not sure he knew the play was over.
Yeah, so at this situation, I think, you know, cooler heads would say, hey, let's pick him up, or it's offsetting.
And if it's not offsetting, what they have to decide is, if this play did the play take place, the penalty after the play?
Yeah.
Because if it did, it's still Herriman's ball. Yep. Because fourth down would be completed.
By the way,
that's what they're discussing right now.
You're taking a look at one of the assistant coaches there. That's Carl Harry, former University of Utah wide receiver. The
Carl Harry.
Played a few years in the Washington Redskins organization.
The father of Zojan and Zakiel Harry.
Yeah, that's their dad right there.
Zakiel played at Weber State.
Carl was a great little receiver for the Utes.
Yeah, he was fantastic. Yeah, that guy could run a 40.
Yeah. Here's the call.
6 white, 21 blue.
We have 3 dead ball fouls on the play.
Oh my.
Personal foul, number 6 of Davis. Personal foul, number 29 of Herriman. And personal foul, number 29 of Herriman. 15 yards will be enforced against Herriman. It'll be first down.
So 29 gets 2 fouls?
Yeah. So 2 separate fouls. It'll be 15 yards, half the distance, really. But it will remain Herriman football. Yes. Because it is a dead ball foul. So it is after fourth down was.
So he got one. Place. So 29. That's Lovato got 1 personal foul and then another personal foul on the same play. 2 different personal fouls. Is that what I understood?
Yeah.
Is that right?
2 separate personal fouls, which can happen. And so often you'll see at different levels, they'll just count it as 1. I'm glad they didn't, if that's what happened. If that's what happened. Right?
By the way, a silver lining is you see Carl Harry there talking to his team. Davis, and again, Frank, you talked about the clock. They took 5:47 off the clock on that drive.
Well, it's a wonderful opportunity right here for Herriman. 9 minutes and 40 seconds left, just down by 4 in the fourth quarter at home.
Jack White comes out to throw, and Jack White is sacked again.
I don't know, Tony. Did you see that? It was like the floodgates opened at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it certainly did, and they've been able to bring and mix a bunch of different pressures. And here you go, Frank, right in your living room.
That is, you know what? That's That's a defensive lineman. That's not even there was pressure coming from the outside, yes, but there was a defensive lineman right in the middle of the line of scrimmage. It was just an absolute missed block up front by Herriman.
Now Jack standing on the goal line. He's got to get rid of it, and he's just going to have to run with this one. And you know what? He gets back to about a 1-yard gain, maybe 2-yard gain, but it's going to be 3rd and long. And boy, we got to hit this point in a hurry.
Well, Frank, I don't know how many games you ever played in where this was the case as a quarterback. As bad as everything had been, 1 first down in the first half, 16 yards. We could go the sacks all day long. You look up and go, one good drive, and we win the game.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen often.
No, not very often. Herriman finds themselves in a decent position here, except for the fact that they're 3rd and 16 deep in their own territory. Yeah. And the passing game has been sporadic at best.
And this time White just keeps it. He's been sacked 4 times, so he just tries to run and see if he can get a little more room, picks up about 4 or 5. Not even back to the original line of scrimmage. So on 4th and long, they'll obviously have to kick this one away.
No, and this is where you're frustrated about the penalty there. 2 things.
Yes.
Number 1, you won't get that lucky again. You got to tell the young man that. You will never get that lucky again. Chances are good you commit that kind of penalty. It would cost us the possession, on and on and on.
Yeah.
The second part is it really hurts you in field position.
Well, one positive for Herriman is that Spute is not back.
I was going to say Jake Maw's back there to receive this kick. And Dax McPeak out of his end zone gets that one with a line drive kick. And Maw's got it. And he's got room. And Maw up inside the 30-yard line to the 29. 7.5 to play. We have got a great game. Perfect way to kick off the season. Davis by 4.
Challenging times remind us what's truly important. And at America First, what matters most is the well-being of our members, employees, and the communities we serve. We have always been a collection of people helping people. And now, more than ever, we're here to serve you and help meet your financial needs. So wherever you find yourself, in whatever you, your family, or your business needs, we're here to help.
You asked for it, and Strong Volkswagen is here to help with 662. Extended, but hurry, it's the final days. 6 months with no car payments, 6 years, no interest, and your maintenance, no charge for 2 years. 662. Plus, get 2019 loaded Jetta S from $12,900. And at Strong, you get a lifetime warranty. Lifetime on new and pre-owned. No charge. At Strong Volkswagen, get details and unlock stronger pricing at strongvw.com.
Hey, second our America First game recap. Big plays, David Spute. How about this one, guys? Down he goes, and it just kept on going. Herriman answers. Huge kick return from Brock Hollingsworth. He goes about 99 yards. And then remember this little pass. Wasn't quite 99, but remember this pass from Jack White, a little inside. Just throws a dart right there. And Zach Dern does the rest. And that's where we're at. 24-20. Davis with the ball and the lead.
I think that last series of downs for Herriman was a critical offensive series that did not go the right way.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this is an area on the field where Davis has been very effective. Short field right now, terrific running back. That's a nice play right there by Herriman to make the stop on first down. But that is a series of downs on offense where I think Herriman really had a chance, Tony, and they didn't capitalize.
At least flip the field, maybe. You know,
yeah, exactly. No offensive productivity.
Yeah, change some field position. You know, they've had one really explosive play on offense, and other than that, it's not much. What, a 69-yard TD pass and touchdown. You've had 2 big special teams returns.
Right.
This team, even if they were able to somehow pull out a win here tonight, This team's got to figure out how to string together more positive plays.
And right now, you're in the Ferguson zone, which is exactly what Davis wants to do.
Is that a sponsored segment?
It's just, it's about to become one. You know what, though? They're going to need, they're going to have to hope that Spute's okay, because you really need that 1-2 punch out of this team.
I agree.
To really make it work.
Well, Murdoch's been
him. He's been fine, but you know what I mean. Spute's a whole other level.
Spute makes a difference. Like, every time he touches the ball,
there he is.
He is. Every time he touches the ball, and they have his knee all taped up with that, whatever that kinetic tape stuff is called, and they're trying to get him.
It's called kinetic tape.
Oh yeah, that stuff. Well, we didn't have that when I was. I mean, we
played in the 40s. Deep ball,
dirty cloth around it,
out of bounds. You know, you talk about like 1-2 punches.
Yeah.
We're going to see a team tomorrow with a 1-2-3-4-5 type punch.
Who's that?
Corner Canyon. Austin Bell, running back. Noah Kerr.
He is so good.
Can you believe Noah Kerr is already a senior? Cole
He's still there?
Cole Hagen's little brother. Ben Cahoon's son. I mean, the list goes on and on. It's just a talented team. And then they get Jackson Dart to transfer from Roy and just reload a quarterback.
Yeah.
So you want to talk about offensive weapons. Look out tomorrow night. Defense will be interesting to see.
How about this?
Man.
Lining up for the punt.
Yeah, 4th and 8. They're not going to risk it.
Well, they want to try and hold this Herriman team deep in their own territory.
And this one's going to go into the end zone.
He almost had it just enough on that 60-degree right there to back it up.
Tony, what do you got on Davis?
Well, I tell you what, the Davis Darts have a lot of great fans, but there's no fan that is better than Greg Johnson. Now, he's not able to be here tonight. There he is right there, waving hi to everybody, celebrating touchdowns, singing the song. His whole family gathered around him. Greg Johnson is the biggest Davis fan you will ever meet there. Look at him. He's got the chants happening and all of that. He's been to every game for years as the manager of this team and also for the basketball team and wrestling and baseball, and you've listed off. He is all about Davis. You see him, he's got to wear his right game day shirt. He is a big-time fan of this team, and so it's great to see him. Coach Arquette actually told me today, he goes, you know what happened? I looked down at my phone, and I had an alert and a reminder, and it caught me off guard. It was the reminder to make sure Greg was on the bus, and he thought, oh, man, Greg, not able to be here tonight, but I'll tell you what, you better believe he's bringing it there in the living room, guys. And this is a guy, he actually asked Siri to call several different sports teams to try and call them and get a hold of coaches. And he tried to get a hold of Nick Saban, and the Alabama football program sent him a T-shirt. So you better believe he's a fan of the Crimson Tide. And when it comes to Greg, when you're in, you're in.
Oh, yeah.
You are in.
Well, I'm glad we've got this game on television, so he's able to watch it.
No question.
Now, Jay Welk, the basketball coach, told me the story about how he was in the middle of a big showdown with Orem in November. Like, both teams were #1 in their classifications. They were losing in the first half. It wasn't going well. Greg took it so hard that he locked himself into one of the lockers that was there in that locker room. So as Jay Welk was very passionately addressing his team at halftime, everybody stopped and noticed that Greg had locked himself in the locker. Everybody burst out laughing. Team loosened up. They stormed back to win the game.
Herriman 1 for 8 on 3rd down conversions. Make it 1 for 9.
And you got to go for it, right? It was a good. I like the call. They're not going to go for it. They're going to punt it away. It's 4th and 2. I like the play call. White just wasn't able to get outside. That's a good effort by Davis. And look who's back, number 4.
There he is.
Timeout. Let's go first charge. Timeout of the second half.
We'll take a break. 4:14 to go. An exciting finish coming your way on Thursday Night Lights.
Our
RC Willey is now open in Layton. During our grand opening celebration, you'll find incredible savings in all Utah stores. Take advantage of Utah's best prices on furniture, mattresses, appliances, electronics, and flooring. Get this Lazy Boy recliner for just $5.99 and get a second recliner free. Choose one of these dining sets, now just $3.99. This Beauty Rest Queen mattress is $4.49. Visit the store nearest you and enter to win over $55,000 in prizes during our grand opening celebration. RC Willey.
There's slow, and there's insurance companies slow. Good thing for you, we know a few things about dealing with insurance companies, so you don't have to. After you're hurt, never go it alone. Call Siegfried and Jensen today.
Well, one way or another, this guy has made a name for himself tonight. Ferguson having a night, guys.
Look at him inside the tackle box, outside the tackle box. He has the moves. He has the speed. He has the toughness and the grit and the determination. He has a bunch of yards, too.
Got a good stiff arm. 30 carries, 154 yards. Oh, and he's got a touchdown.
That's over 5 yards a carry. That's pretty darn good.
If he's on your fantasy team, you're doing pretty good.
I think that's illegal.
5.1 yards per carry. That's good average. Well, and yeah, David Spute back into the game. And we'll see if they keep the ball away from him. Dax McPeak to punt the ball. Oh, good kick. Driving Spute all the way back to the 30. And he's trying to get to the outside and got up to the 40. Boy, he is explosive.
Boy, now Davis with the ball and a chance to put this away. We were talking about Greg Johnson earlier, Dave. Greg is a big Dallas Cowboys fan, too.
Yeah.
And when I told him that you were a big Dallas Cowboys fan, he got all kinds of excited. So his favorite way to eat a chocolate chip cookie is with mustard and mayonnaise. It's his go-to. So with Davis, his game day cookie, he couldn't eat it. So you being the Cowboys fan, he wanted you to have it.
Wait a second. Did you?
It's coming your way.
You know what? I am a chocolate chip cookie addict.
And he knows that now.
You just ruined it.
Yeah.
You're seriously going to tell Greg Johnson no?
No, what I would do is
wrong with you, Dave?
I'm going to tell
Eat the
him
cookie.
I gifted it to you.
The cookie, Dave. All right, big offensive series, big defensive series.
Ferguson
look at this.
First carry, cuts it back, and a big pickup. That'll leave him a 2nd and 4 as he continues to pile on. What is a great night for that young man.
Boy, that's exactly what you want on first down in this situation. 6 yards.
How about Hollingsworth getting in there?
Comes
Boy,
up.
he's everywhere.
He is. He's a good player.
We featured him early in the game as one of those players to watch, and he is not disappointed. 2nd down 4. Trujillo keeps. Trujillo cuts back, and he has another strong Volkswagen.com first down.
Well, that's the advantage of having a guy like Ferguson being so productive, is that all of the defensive resources are focused on number 24, and then Trujillo can take one around the outside and pick up a first down. Nice play call right there. Nice play fake. And the clock continues to run, just under 3 minutes right here.
Yeah, just keep that thing moving. And look at Trujillo just waiting to the last possible one. Quick pass outside, and this one is Murdoch. I'm sure of it.
You got it. You got it. That's number 6.
But quick hits,
I like the call. And yeah, it's right next to you, and he kept the ball in bounds, kept the clock moving. Nice play. Gets the hand sanitizer spray and fixes his shoe.
I love the way I love the way they do that, though. You know, they're doing everything they can. Here's the thing: if you want to keep playing football, that's what you've got to do. Everyone's got to be smart. Otherwise, it's going to get shut down. And every coach has definitely articulated that to his kids. So they're doing all they can. 2nd down 5. And again, Trujillo just waits for that clock. It's inside 2 now. Such a smart kid.
Yep, the senior.
They snap that at 2 on the clock. And then pick up another couple of yards.
Another big hit there by Collinsworth, excuse me. And a timeout on the field.
Yeah, 1:50 to go.
Man,
they've got to stop him here.
Well, and so important not just to stop them short of first down yardage, but huge if they can win the play to make it a discouraging option to go for it here on 4th. You know, you could stop them short of the sticks, but if they're a yard away, then Davis may just go for it on 4th down. Right. So it's big not just to win this 3rd down if you're Herriman, but to win it and make the decision easy for Davis to punt.
You know what we haven't seen in this football game tonight? Something you typically see in first games.
A dog running
We've
on
not
the field?
seen a dog.
Yeah.
No, okay.
Nor have we seen a turnover.
Nor have we seen what the dog left, but I digress. Hey, let's take a quick look at our
I said a turnover
schedule presented by McGee's. Excited to going out to Corner Canyon tomorrow. We talked about it. That team is loaded. Jackson Dart now at quarterback, Noah Kerr, wide receiver, Austin Bell, running back. I mean, this is a good team. But you know what? Daniel Coates done a great job at Farmington. We'll see what he brings next week. 2 good games. Last year's 5A and 6A runner-ups will face off. Timpview at American Fork, and then next Friday, Syracuse. They're picked to win that Region 1, and they'll be at Farmington. So some good games coming up. Davis now 6 of 14 on 3rd down conversions, 2 of 6 in this half. This is a big one on 3rd and 3.
Yeah, it is.
Ferguson is in the backfield, and you would assume that's where the ball's going to go. And there it is. Ferguson, left side, he's got it. Another strong VW.com 1st down.
Good push off that left-hand side. The big senior Davis Richardson, Lucas Baird, Colton Flint leading the way.
Now, a big mistake here by whoever's running the play clock. They did not start it until the chains were set. The game clock is supposed to run when the chains are set. The play clock is supposed to run once the guy's down.
Right.
Yeah.
So Herriman loses that time. And that's a critical piece of time there, you know, whatever it happens to be, 12, 15 seconds.
Especially with a guy like Trujillo, who is going to stand there until this clock gets down to about 2 seconds. He's just waiting. We're at 5. And there you go. Ferguson, just keep it going.
Wow.
He is something else.
He is.
Ferguson on the carry for the Darts.
Yeah, if he got a 1st down there, I don't know where they're going to mark this. He was very, very close.
He's short about a yard, but now 3 plays to get less than a yard and 1 timeout left here for Herriman.
Once again, fans, at the conclusion of tonight's game, we ask
Well, you know what? This game is everything you could hope for. First of all, they're back on the field, and that's great. And then a very competitive game. That's great. A lot of big plays. That's really great. And some quality individual performances led by young Spencer Ferguson. I say young, he's a senior. 33 carries, 173 yards. Wow. Oh, by the way, he also had 2 receptions for 12 yards. So that's 185 total yards for him today.
You know, the great thing about this football game, I don't have the stats in front of me. You might, Dave, but we're talking about offensive productivity that's significantly different on either side of the field. And still you have a 4-point game here in the 4th quarter. I mean, Herriman's just kind of figured out a way to keep themselves in this game without doing very much on the offensive side tonight.
But again, Frank, 2 of their touchdowns on huge plays.
Yeah, on big plays, returns.
You got about 150 yards on 2 plays that both scored.
Yep.
So total offense, that will illustrate what you just said. Davis, 318 yards total offense. Herriman, 111. And it's a 4-point game.
Right.
2nd and short. Ferguson.
Nope.
Keeper. Trujillo cuts it back. Trujillo inside the University of Utah red zone. Down to the 5. He has faked us out probably 3 or 4 times tonight.
You have to feel so good if you're Davis to end this thing with your offense on the field like that.
Yeah.
Now they can take it to a knee.
Yeah,
and this thing is done.
Yep, that'll do it. That's a good play call right there, and Davis ran a smart series of downs. They got good production up front, terrific in the run game. Didn't have to throw a pass on that last series. And that is a fun way to start the high school football season.
It is here. We got more tomorrow. I was looking around the country, and a bunch of states begin next week, and then a few more after that. There's about 10 states that have either postponed till 2021 or are just waiting to determine when they're going to play.
Right.
But a number of the vast majority of them are, going to give it a shot.
Well, and tip of the hat to all of these athletic directors and administrators, coaches, people that have had to work tirelessly to change everything about the way we do a game.
Oh, yeah.
At a high school, not just us, but stuff for the students, the faculty, everybody around. We're talking 18, 19-hour days.
Well, you know what else, Tony?
Absolutely sure they have everything covered.
The guidance of the UHSAA to ask each school to make sure they follow their local health department's guidelines as well, because they're all different.
And look at this.
And they've all done that.
They've added, we just saw on the screen there, they've added the new, you used to have the get back guy on the sideline. He'd keep everybody back off the sideline. Now you have the sanitizer guy on the sideline.
I love this, taking a knee. That's Mitch Arquette, head coach, calling for the knee. No reason to add anything else.
There they are.
Here. This closing drive, by the way, Frank, going back to that clock issue, 7 plays, 55 yards. It started with 4:04 on the clock.
Yeah.
And they're going to run it down to 0.
Yep.
So very well done. Good win for Coach Arquette and these Davis Darts.
Well, they start with their first 4 games on the road this year.
Yeah, how about that?
And you talk all off season about how you want to improve and you want to do this and you want to do, it's all talk until you get to this point. And it takes a crazy amount of work underneath the surface to truly be committed to it. And tip of the hat to those guys.
Well, there it is. Game 1 is in the books. And we were honored to be able to bring it to you. A lot of fun tonight. And a big win for these Davis Darts. When we come back, Tony's going to distribute a little hardware here on America First Credit Union Thursday Night Lights.
We all have needs, hopes, and dreams. Things to do, places to go, and a life to live. And whatever goals you have, America First is here to help you achieve them. We're here to provide the financial tools and services you need to take care of your family, your home, or your business. We're here to help you keep moving forward. Whatever you need for what matters most, we're here to help. America First, federally insured by NCUA.
I just love your new home.
Best part, my new Amsco windows. We upgraded to a new sound-reducing glass package.
That's why it's so quiet.
These Amsco windows cut out more than half of outside noises. But my Amsco windows do much more than that. They're energy efficient, and we're built strong to provide a secure environment.
So energy efficient, secure, and quiet? What more could you ask for?
How about Amsco's lifetime warranty?
I'm sold.
Make your home a masterpiece with Amsco windows.
As Utah's path forward continues, trust 2 News, getting you answers on our state's COVID-19 surge.
Utah reporting its highest coronavirus case count yet.
Mandatory mask orders where you live.
Governor Herbert says wearing a mask is the right thing to do, but he's not ordering a statewide mask mandate.
And safety for your child when schools reopen.
The Jordan School District is out with its plan to welcome students back.
On air, online, and on our mobile app. Watch coronavirus in Utah coverage on 2 News.
All this week on Wheel.
We're on another adventure.
This time to the United Kingdom. Join Pat and Vanna as they discover the magic of the UK. J.K. Rowling lived right here in Edinburgh, wrote most of the Harry Potter series here. I think she's in there signing a movie deal right now.
Ooh.
And get a special look inside the real-life Downton Abbey.
I am so excited.
Wheel takes a bite out of the UK.
Are we rolling?
Watch Wheel of Fortune weeknights at 6 on KJazz.
Okay.
Again, just a reminder, fans.
Well, that's a wrap. Davis starts. Big win, 24-20 over Herriman. America First Credit Union and R.C. Willey proud to present the Champions Trophy to Mitch Arquette and the darts. Let's go now to Tony right now.
Hey, thanks so much, Dave. Coach, first thing, just how proud are you of the work your team put together in that offseason and the way they let it show here tonight?
They finished the game. We've been working since January of this year to really learn how to put things away, and they had poise and they finished strong.
What did you see throughout those days where nobody else knew what was going on within your program that gave you confidence you guys could have this kind of performance?
The boys just really came together. This is a tight-knit unit. We've talked a lot about the difference between a group and a team. Team is a group of individuals that work towards a common goal, and that's really what we saw tonight.
When this game got tight, you guys seemed to perfect the simple.
Yes.
Go over what your offensive line was really able to accomplish tonight, and then obviously Spencer Ferguson and Chance Trujillo.
Well, this year we really pared things down. We knew we wouldn't have a lot of time with the boys. We wanted to keep it simple and just repetition after repetition after repetition, and the boys have practiced all those plays countless times this summer and last spring.
You said Chance Trujillo really took ownership of this offense, and that's what you wanted to see. Did you see much in the personality change, or was it just simply him being stronger in his advice to his teammates?
He definitely has learned how to speak a bit more, be a bit more outspoken with his teammates, and it is just the little things, the cadence, pulling the ball in a zone read when he needs to, freezing the clock, letting the play clock go down, just little things like that.
Lastly, Herriman High School seemed to do a great job with everything that they put together, from protocols to making sure fans were safe, players were safe. Describe what it was like in this process of such an uncertain situation to go so smoothly.
Well, Jordan School District and Herriman High School have done excellent. I mean, we come in, masks are everywhere, signs are everywhere. They're escorting fans to their seats, and it's just been great. Great experience all around.
Coach, congratulations with the America First Champions Trophy. Glad we had no dogs on the field this time.
Very much so.
Best of luck to your team.
Thank you very much, Tony.
Guys, that's Coach Arquette. Let's go back to you.
Thanks, Tony. Congratulations, Coach. That's great. What a fun night.
Thank you, sir.
Frank, your thoughts on, hey, we're back, and hopefully we can keep this going, huh?
Oh, absolutely. That was a terrific night. I'm glad that we got to be a part of it. And there's just nothing like high school football. Everything that goes into it, and then to add all of the other stuff surrounding kind of the craziness in the world, and so it's nice to have some sort of normalcy come back, and to see these kids out here working hard and playing, and smiles on their faces, and even in defeat, these guys still out here getting a chance to run around and play. And it was a terrific night. It's a terrific start, and we'll keep our fingers crossed that we can continue to do this. And I think as we find a little more these little rays of hope and light, maybe we can just keep this thing rolling ahead.
Well, big night for Davis, 333 yards. How about that? Herriman, 111 yards. So Davis ends up with the victory. And as Frank said, it's just great to be back. And you know what's even better? We get to do it again tomorrow. Farmington will be at the defending 6A champion Corner Canyon Chargers, and we'll have that for you over on KMYU. And, of course, we stream all of our football games on KUTV.com. Thanks for joining us, everyone, tonight. Thank you to everyone. Tyson, my stat guy, you are the man. Our entire crew is sensational. Thank you, Lily, as well. We'll see you tomorrow on KMYU. Good night, everyone.